Ladies and gentlemen, this is former WCW and TNA ring announcer David Penzer, also author of Sitting Ringside Volume 1, and you are watching and listening to TNA Cross the Line podcast.
TNA Wrestling, Cross the Line.
And we're back with episode 291 of the TNA Across the Line podcast. I am Bob Colling Jr. and with me as always is Dallas Gridley. In Dallas, tonight is the night. It is Lockdown 2007. It's April 15th, 2007. And we are at the Family Arena in St. Charles, Missouri. Where tonight, every war ends in the cage. That's right, folks. We have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 matches, all of which are taking place inside the 6 sides of steel. We have an Xscape match. We have a blindfold match. A special guest referee is involved. An electrified steel cage. And of course, a staple of Lockdown. The lethal Lockdown. All of it is happening tonight for the next 2 hours, 52 minutes, and 51 seconds. We're going to be locked in a cage. Dallas, how are we feeling about Lockdown 07?
Bob, I have never been more excited for Lockdown in my life.
Until next
year. Because Lockdown is an excellent pay-per-view, and I'm very excited for the show. I'm specifically most excited about the Senshi versus Austin Star match, because we have not seen them wrestle at all in the last 4 weeks.
If anybody's new to the show, that would be Dallas being sarcastic, because we have seen them wrestle several times.
Yeah, I'm real fucking sick of it. So I'm looking forward to that to be over. But honestly, a lot of these matches look really solid. I think there'll be a lot of fun. The X Division Xscape match, I'm sure, is going to be fast-paced, really fun. We had a preview of that on Impact a few weeks back. Lethal Lockdown, we had the return of Double J Jeff Jarrett on our last episode of Impact, and he's on the babyface side. What?
That's right.
I mean, there's some interesting stuff going on here. Daniels is going to be wrestling again with his new I will say character, but I don't know if it's fully a new character, but he's bad now. So I'm excited to see kind of how that match goes with Jerry Lynn. So there's a lot of stuff going on, dude. The first women's cage match, Ladies in the Cage, or as my DVD that's in my hand says, Catfight in the Cage, which sounds a lot more fun.
We have a legacy potentially on the line.
That's right.
And because Team 3D is challenging once again LAX for the NWA World Tag Team Championships. Former Friends tag partners are colliding in the blindfold match because Chris Harris was almost blinded.
Mm-hmm.
But he's not blind. But he's going to be blind tonight because they're going to have hoods over their faces. And now people may be wondering, is that the first time that's ever happened? No. Dustin Rhodes and Bobby Roode technically had a version of a blindfold match in 2005.
And it's funny you mentioned that because we talked about that in our last episode. And I kind of forgot about that. And I was like, why are we doing a blindfold match in a cage like this? And you're like, we've done it before. And I was like, oh, shit. Yeah, we did. And it's a very weird thing. And it just sucks because to me, AMW, some of their most popular matches were against teams in a cage. They were really bloody, great brawls and stuff like that. And we're just not going to get that because they got blindfolds on. So it's kind of a bummer because honestly, those two fighting at Lockdown is kind of perfect. So it's kind of a bummer.
You don't know that.
That's true. That's true.
Now, to clarify, is that Dustin Rhodes and Bobby Roode, that was not a straight up blindfold match. It was a best 2 out of 3 falls.
Oh my God, that's right. Was that did they call that like the Prince of Darkness match or something like that? Correct. Or am I thinking of something? It is?
That's exactly what it was. And the final fall of the best 2 out of 3 was the blindfold.
That's right. Okay. So maybe that's why it slipped my mind a little bit more. Okay. That makes sense. Well, we'll see how the show goes. I'm definitely excited. I do, as I already noted, I have my DVD in my hand. And Bob, interestingly enough, the cover is almost identical to the poster that was promoted, except one really interesting thing, besides the giant live pay-per-view part. Mm-hmm. So we have Scott Steiner, we have Sting, and then Kurt Angle, and then Christian Cage. If you look at the real poster of this show, Christian Cage is screaming. He's like yelling.
Oh, really?
And on the DVD, he's just straight-faced, like everyone else is.
He is. Yeah, you're right. Because on the Wikipedia here, they have the poster, and he's got his face like,
yeah. It's really interesting to me that they switched that. I mean, it kind of, I guess, like, a little bit more symmetrical. Like, hey, everyone's like kind of just looking at each other. Even though the Sting one's a little weird because Scott Steiner's like full profile, and Sting's kind of just looking up from the bottom. Mm-hmm. But I thought the Christian change was really interesting. I wish I could know why. Why did we switch that?
I think it's exactly what you said. I mean, they all look more serious.
More serious, more stoic.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, when I looked at the real one, which we've seen on TV many times, but I had to confirm. I was like, that is Christian, right? I'm like looking really hard at it. And it is. But this one, you can tell right away it's Christian, I thought. So this, I don't know, it's kind of interesting. Okay. The DVD also includes, of course, the event in its entirety, as well as bonus footage from the TNA Fan Fest that happened the day before, and the lineup of the whole show. And it also claims it includes the pre-show match, which was Voodoo King Mafia, and Lance White was ringside, and they defeated Serotonin, in this case, Havoc and Kaz, with Christy Hemme and Martyr ringside in 3 minutes and 35 seconds. So Christy did end up using Serotonin as her new team. It was just not in the pay-per-view. Okay. And in case you were concerned, you were worried about it, it was in a cage. So
I would hope so.
Have no fear. They didn't just wait to put the cage up. The cage was already up.
The cage is up. That's good. Very good. All right. Well, let's just get right into it. Let's get into Lockdown 2007. If you want to watch along with us, you can of course go to TNA Plus, which they've lowered the annual price for this. It was like $219, which included all the pay-per-views. It's now, to the best of I think it's like $159 or something like that. Or you can do a monthly thing too, $10. However, Lockdown 2007 is on YouTube as well, on their official page. And it was uploaded 2 years ago, and as of today, it has 208,000 views. So, not a bad number there, I guess.
Not bad.
No, and then the approximate runtime is 252.51. I have mine on pause, and mine says 252.50, and I'm at 0.
So does mine.
So 252.50. I was gonna say, if I'm a second off and I didn't even do anything, like I don't even know what the hell's going on. But
no, it probably just is that like extra YouTube like little buffer
that 1 second
they kind of include into it, yeah.
Right. So those are the two ways, or if it's in your own personal collection, that would do the trick as well. I'm gonna count down from 3, and when I say play, that is when we're gonna start the show. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, play.
Here we frickin' go. TNA, we are wrestling. And we are hyped for Lockdown. Oh, I'm scared. They're showing a jail.
There's a lot of prison themes here in 2007.
Definitely. Because they're talking about essentially the containment of a prison, which of course we're going to be leading to the fact that everyone is in one tonight.
Yeah, but I mean, Abyss shooting his father, jail, prison yard.
Right. Oh yeah.
This first quarter of 2007, heavy on prison. Well, wasn't Prison Break a popular show at this point?
I don't know, dude. It sounds familiar, but
You've never seen Prison Break?
never seen it.
Wow.
I don't think so.
On Fox?
I don't know, dude.
I like the first, I think 2 or 3 seasons of that show. Let's see. Here we go. Yeah. So it ran from August 2005 to May 2009. So this would have been
Okay.
probably
That's
peak
really
time
interesting. Okay. Oh, look at I love those shots of like everyone like the like promo shots of them around the cage and stuff. That's pretty cool. Now, I want to point out, Bob, we've seen a couple iterations of steel cages, and we were seeing them in this video. We've seen, well, but I'm not even going back to a 4-sided ring. 6 sides in a silver cage. We've seen it in a black cage. And they've already kind of, they've shown the little teases here and there already. I kind of think we're about to see a different one tonight.
I think we absolutely are. The black cage was last year, wasn't it?
Black was
are you
last
talking
year.
about just a regular cage, not like the show?
Just in general. Yeah,
'Cause I know like Styles and Daniels and LAX, that was like a black cage, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think most of it, I think after like 2004 is the black cage. Lockdown. And here we are. Look at this crowd.
Oh, that cage is way different.
That looks customized for the electrified steel cage to me.
That looks like the cage that they used in Ring of Honor for the Ring of Honor Combat Zone War Games match. It's more like it's a lot more looking like a wire.
So I don't normally give the attendance numbers and stuff right away, and I just happen to have the Wikipedia page posted up. It notes that there's 6,000 people in attendance at the show. Which, if that's accurate, and I'm hoping the Observer will mention as well once we go over that next week. That's the biggest crowd we've had, isn't it?
It has to be. Because Bound for Glory, I think, was like, what, 3,800 or something like that?
That's what I thought.
And that's the only other one that's on the road, right?
Yeah. And obviously the fairground ain't fitting that many people, and neither is the Impact Zone. So that's pretty big, man. We even have a whole new like entrance setup here. The Bound for Glory one was different than that.
I don't think I've ever watched this show before.
I don't know if I've seen a single match on this show. That might not be fully correct though, but there's a good chance.
I know I for sure have not seen the whole show. I don't know if I've seen any of the matches.
Yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun.
I've waited 5 years for this.
Right. And of course, as we have been doing, guys, we will be doing our own star ratings through the show, comparing them with a review from the time. And then we'll compare them to the Wrestling Observer newsletter on our next episode. We just saw the Daniels versus Jerry Lynn match graphic. Now we are seeing the Ms. Jackie Moore versus Gail Kim. Ladies in the cage.
I hate that red. It's like I can't read it.
Yeah.
Like I can't read the names. It makes me feel like I'm going blind.
Speaking of blind, the blindfold match. Chris Harris versus James Storm.
That was on accident. I went to play on words there.
The World Tag Team titles finally on the line. Team 3D versus LAX in the Electrified Steel Cage. They've gotten beat by LAX multiple times now, and it wasn't for the title. So, Team Angle versus Team Cage. That's Jarrett, Rhino, Kurt, Sting, Samoa Joe versus Steiner, Cage, Tomko, AJ Styles, and Abyss. Letitia, she's backstage with Black Machismo, Jay Lethal.
Letitia.
The Black Machismo, you got to be excited for Lockdown, for the X Division Xscape match. He's wearing the same gear he just had on Impact. Too hot to handle, too cold to hold. He's claiming he's going to be the next X Division champion.
The Savage impersonation is very good.
It's really interesting that they were doing this, and I say that because it feels like something that would be like an IP violation of some kind, and they're just going with it. Let's break down the bullet points, the X factors. There's a champion. It's Saban's 4th reign. 1 champion, 4 challengers. Sharp Boy, Alex Shelley, Sanjay Dutt, Jay Lethal. Xscape from St. Louis. I've noted we're in St. Charles, but we are only saying on TV that it's in St. Louis, even though technically we are outside of it.
You want to go with the bigger city, obviously.
Look at this. We're starting off with the X Division Xscape match. Ooh, yeah. Let's go. Who's that? Wait. That's not who I think it is.
That's Nash.
Oh, it's Nash. Okay, it's not who I thought it was.
Who'd you think it was?
I was like, are they going to bring out Lanny Poffo with him or something like that? That's some shit they would do.
I like how he just came out to give him a handshake. Oh, wait, no, this is with Kevin Nash. Is he trying to, like, steal Lethal's, like, pop here a little bit?
See, I...
Get that rub.
I know what you're saying, but at the same time, he also is the one who, like, kind of helped Lethal get to the confidence of it. So, to me, he's been with it the whole time. I think he's almost helped get it over in a way. The Deep Blue Sea. Look at this entrance stage, Bob. It kind of reminds me, this is such a weird comparison. I feel like when we watched the WWA shows, there's like all these lights and there's like the scaffolding and all this stuff. It just looks so crazy that it sort of reminds me of that.
It reminds you of what?
The WWA shows. Just like how many lights and like, I don't know, it's kind of rugged. There's like scaffolding and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
And if you guys don't know what WWA is,
you're better off.
You're better off. But if you want to hear all about it, we covered all of the available shows in our archives as bonus episodes, and we were on a hot streak watching really bad shows. So then we also did a Daniels versus AJ Styles match from PWG, I think, right? And we really just like watching bad stuff. So check it out. I think that ended our bonus episode streak because we were just hitting all the good ones.
Well, I mean, I enjoyed punishing myself with really the rough years of WWF with IcoPod. So when we watch, Daniels and Styles have a rarity of a bad match for 19 minutes, that was pretty much nothing. So,
I mean, that's a fair point. The bell has rung. Our referee is Andrew Thomas, which generally would mean a ref bump, but I don't think we're going to get that in this match because we're in a cage. There's not really a point for a ref bump, I feel like. Yeah. Oh, no. Bob. It's one of these tag ones.
So it's going to probably start off that way, and then they just do a mad dash. I hate the tag rules.
Well, we're starting off with Saban and Sanjay Dutt. And Dutt, has he been wearing those tights? I thought he had pants on, like baggier pants. Am I crazy? No, he has been wearing tights. Hasn't he?
I think he has been wearing tights.
Yeah. I just think about him in those baggy pants so much.
Right. I don't know how I feel about this cage.
I don't like it. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's actually made. They're showing like a close up. It's like corded.
It's a wire.
It's like a wire, like corded steel almost.
Yeah.
And instead of like a traditional
metal,
like a chain link, it's not chain link. It almost resembles the old school cages, like the squares. In case you're not watching or don't know what we're talking about, it sort of looks like that. Like the door, that's what the door is. It's like metal bars.
Right.
Now I don't want to like jump the gun here, but I'm pretty positive this is the first and the last time we are seeing this cage. Like I don't think they ever use this again.
Yeah, I mean I would hope not.
Not to my knowledge.
I think you're right though in the sense that it's because of the electrified gimmick.
Well, the way there's like little nodes on the ends, and then if you look at the top of the cage, once we get like a wide shot, nice tornado DDT by Sanjay. There's like something connected to it that I'm assuming is going to be appearing as if it is electrifying it. There's even lights on the edges.
I saw the lights. Yeah.
And I feel like that's going to show that it's like hot, right? Like it's on.
That's ridiculous.
Look at this crowd shot, dude. We're going to get so many good crowd shots tonight.
Well, yeah, when your attendance is 6,000.
It's going to be. The Fan Fest was a smash hit yesterday.
The crowd shots are going to be similar to when they figured out how to do replays. They're just going to show us all the time.
All the crowds.
All the time. Like, oh my God, look at those people that actually paid to be here.
Shark Boy just tagged himself in on Sanjay Dutt's arm, it looked like. Well,
Sunset Flip Powerbomb in the Superplex. Basically a Tower of Doom, essentially, there.
Crowd's pretty hot. They're chanting TNA. They're popping.
The electricity isn't even on yet.
That's right.
They're hot.
Oh, hear that? Every match is in the cage, but every match also has its own little quirks. They all have their own stipulations. And then, of course, you have pin or submission until you get to the final two, and then you have to escape to win. Which brings up the question, I'm sure we've talked about this before, but how do you feel about escaping cages? Do you feel like the cage is meant to keep you in and you shouldn't be escaping it, or are you okay with that?
That's a good question. The whole point of the cage is there's nowhere to go. You have to stay in the cage. So I think at its core of a stipulation, it's that you remain in the cage. Yeah. Nobody gets in, nobody gets out, type of thing, you know.
I don't mind it in a match like this where it's like you go through the match and then the point to win is to escape.
I think the escape part was probably introduced because it adds a layer of like drama.
Yeah.
You know.
But it also, I feel like, can also come off as anticlimactic.
Sure.
Like, I didn't watch the full match, full transparency, but even recently on Raw when Seth and Punk had a cage match, and then Seth won because Roman came out and just pulled him out of the door and threw him to the floor. And then it's like, oh, Seth wins. I was like, okay. That feels lame to me.
Well, no, if you go on Twitter, there's fans who are like, fucking genius.
It's fucking cinema.
Yeah.
It's true.
What a great story. What a great finish. Telling stories.
Short Boy laying in punches, and then, did he just go back with a back elbow or something?
Sure did.
To Sabin? Sabin hasn't actually got out of the ring since he was tagged in, which is kind of interesting.
That's why I think it's gonna just fall apart at some point.
Well, they always do, right?
Yeah, but why even introduce the tag?
That's what I mean. The DSD, and it's countered. Shelley? Reverse DDT. And look, he's calling up to Sabin. They kind of had a partnership kind of going on a little bit here. What's this? Double leg drop and a splash combo off the top, pinning Shark Boy. And see ya. Shark Boy has been eliminated, and the Black Machismo is on the top rope. Comes down with an axe handle. Crowd is popping.
Now, this is another thing that we wanted to pay attention to is that it's a crowd outside of Orlando to see what's connecting, and clearly Black Machismo. The fans are popping for it.
Yeah. They're chanting Black Machismo.
Yeah, so this is clearly going to be good for his career.
Yeah. I think it's a good move. There are some people chanting for Alex Shelley, though. Obviously not as much, but they are going back and forth. Nice drop kick taken down. Shelley goes for the cover, but that is a 2 count. It looks like Shelley got a haircut again, too. He mixes up his hair a lot.
Yeah, it's more like buzzed down.
Oh, Machismo stepped off the side and he ran into the turnbuckle. He's climbing up to the top, and Sabin got to the apron and grabbed him by the ankle to allow Shelley to stop him right up at the top.
A middle rope jawbreaker
Okay.
by Shelley. That's not something you see every day.
Oh, Sabin off the back of Shelley to dropkick against the cage.
This is essentially like a tag match now.
Yeah. And talk about a way to break this down. He just nailed the guy who's off on the side. He's about to get in here, and that's the end of the tags, I think. Although, I say that, and I think Sabin and Shelley just literally did a tag.
They literally just did.
Couch chanting, this is awesome. They love this. Finally seeing X Division stars in St. Louis. Let's go. I'm just realizing that the cage is duct taped together.
See, I didn't know if that was duct tape or what that was.
So I didn't think it was before, but that shot specifically looked like it was duct tape.
Like the yellow?
No. When they zoom in,
that's like a strap or something.
No, that's a strap.
Yeah.
When they zoom in, see the module thing right there. Oh, that one's not. Okay, so not all of them are. So there's like these little.
Oh, that's duct tape.
Some of them are duct tape. Some of them are not. It's like the little connector pieces. So I don't know how anyone's gonna climb this if some of these are duct tape, but.
Well, they could probably just climb up the door side.
Boring.
There's no danger in that.
Danger. I will say the cage, since it has such wide holes, is nice for the camera to like peek into.
Mm-hmm.
TNA usually has the little camera holes though, so usually it's not a big deal anyway, but. TNA.
TNA.
Legendary promoters here in St. Louis we're talking about here in commentary as Sanjay's fighting off Sabin and Shelley. Tries to tag in Lethal, but gets thrown into the opposite corner. Here comes Lethal into the ring. Squaring off with Sabin and Shelley, and he just tossed Sanjay Dutt through to his corner and then tags him in. That's pretty funny. Oh, Lethal laying in the punches here on Sabin. Crowd definitely wants Lethal to win this one. Machismo to the corner. Look at that. Nice little head scissor to Sabin. That's their takeover. And then an atomic drop by Shelley. Drop kick the knee by Sabin. Shelley holds his head back. And then that classic, as we will come to know, Motor City Machine Guns combo move, where then Sabin comes back with a drop kick. But that's a 2 count. That's right. There's only been 1 elimination so far. We need at least 2 more before we could even think about ending this match. Nice drop kick by Sanjay Dutt. Irish whip into the corner. Sanjay slips out. So Shelley runs right into the corner, and Sabin just ran into the cage. So Sanjay's avoiding everyone. Tries to do that drop kick, but unfortunately, he was unable to get all of that. This is our takeover. Drop kicks the leg of Alex Shelley. Nice insecurity. Sanjay's on fire here. Coming off, climbs up the cage. Oh, what a beautiful moonsault. Goes for the cover. Oh my God, that was like 2 3/4. Holy crap. Thought he had a 3 count, but he did not. Shelley's grabbing the leg, and then Sabin kicks Sanjay in the midsection, and then hits him with a cutter. Submission hold. He's got like a cross-face armbar situation going on, and then Sabin's got an abdominal stretch type maneuver, as TNA described it as. Both men counter out and flip the script, and now we have a camel clutch in on Shelley, and I believe Sabin is now also in an abdominal stretch. Almost more of an octopus, really, but Sabin breaks out, slams Lethal into the turnbuckle, and then breaks the submission between Shelley and Sanjay Dutt. A lot of action going on in this match. Up and over. Oh, back handspring by Lethal. Gets kicked in the midsection by Sabin, though. Face by Shelley, and then a combo super kick enziguri. Crowd popped big for that one. That was right on the money. And here comes Dutt, excuse me. Holy shit. And then, oh, he tries to hit a Hurricane Rana on Sabin. He flipped him up. Cradle shock. He hits it. That's got to be it. There you go. Sanjay Dutt is eliminated. That was a crazy combo right there. We're down to Lethal, Sabin, and Alex Shelley. The numbers game is not in the favor of Lethal. Airship to the corner, comes out, clotheslines both Shelley and Sabin. Lethal's hair is looking wild. I love it. It's sticking up all over the place. Sabin's down in the corner, and he just Irish whipped. Or, sorry, Shelley was, and then he Irish whipped Sabin, and they just double Lethal combination hits it on each Shelley and Sabin. And now he's climbing to the top. Fans are getting to their feet. Is he going to hit the elbow? And there it is, right on Alex Shelley. Goes for the cover. Okay, Shelley is eliminated. We are officially down to Jay Lethal and Chris Sabin, and you have to escape to win. Chris Sabin is trying to get his balance, but he is groggy after that kick, and there's a super kick by Lethal. The referee has left the cage. Interesting, because, well, there's no pin and no submission. They don't need to be there. They just have to be on the outside to make sure. And it looks like Lethal is about to try to climb up, and Sabin is climbing up on the ropes as well to try to get to the cage. So we're battling up high now. Uh-oh. We're both sitting on top of the cage. Each member's got one leg over the top, but Lethal and Sabin, they both got their legs over. Our champion and one challenger is remaining here, battling on the side. Oh, he just kicked the leg of Lethal, and Sabin drops down and retains the X Division title. Wow, still X Division champion, Sabin. The idea of sweeping the leg, and he got his leg trapped, so he couldn't get down again. I like that. That was a good use of the way this cage is built. So
that was not bad.
No, I like the finish too. That was good.
The moonsault by Dutt, I thought he pinned Shelley.
No, it was very, very close.
It was very close, but it looked like he didn't kick out.
Right. We're backstage with JB with Team Cage and Jim Mitchell. So Bob, before we lose track here, what would you rate that match?
Probably like a low 3.
I was thinking 3 as well.
Okay,
and I think I started off a little bit slower for me, but
it did.
When we were starting to hit move after move and like really picked up, it got me back in it really good. Okay. Oh, Christian just called Abyss an imbecile. I don't know if he should be shit talking his team before he has to all be with them. Although I guess they're already kind of against him.
Father James Mitchell, is that like a Nokia cell phone? What is he?
Dude, literally, Mitchell's threatening to call Abyss's mother or the police or whatever he's doing, but he's holding up a blue, Nokia flip phone, which is hilarious. Cage, let me back in the middle.
So judging by the review here by JD Dunn on 411 Mania, which was posted, I believe it like a few days after the event. Yeah, it was posted on April 21st, so like 6 days after. He gave the opening match 2.5.
Okay.
He said it was a decent spot fest for a while, but about 10 minutes in, they just started rushing through the match.
Oh no, that's when I thought it was that's when I thought it was good.
Right.
I liked when they started doing that. So that's funny. Team Angle, you have an infiltrator in your mix. And his name is J.E. Double F. That's right. Ain't he great? Jeff Jarrett back in action tonight, Bob? I'm excited about that.
So he's trying to suggest that Jarrett's going to turn on him?
Oh, yeah. Well, and they know that no one trusts Jarrett because he's Jeff Jarrett. I would have given each and every one of them the title shot that they promised.
Oh, so Christian's going to get the pin, and then he doesn't have to worry about
the
title match.
Oh, Steiner and Tomko going at it. Stay out of my way.
I've never understood that. When someone wants to fight, why do they take their shirt off?
Because they look more intimidating. Because look at his muscles.
Yeah, but like if I'm going to punch you, I'm not going to take my shirt off first. I'm probably just going to do
it. His mother will go to prison. He's like, actually, I want his mother to go to prison. So Mitchell is just like, fuck it.
And then you just called Abyss a scumbag.
Oh my god.
Okay, the video package of Rude and Eric Young. But guess what? Rude isn't fighting Eric Young. He's fighting Petey Williams.
Yeah. I think you got it all wrong, JP. She loves me. You think a woman of my stature would ever be with someone like you? Well, she kept teasing him, so you never know. Never know.
What a tease.
Literally. Treats him like a sleeve 24 hours a day.
I really don't understand this. Like, Rude has him in his group so the fans will love Rude, but the way he's treating him, they're not going to love you.
Yeah, but when you're that egotistical, you don't understand that. It's almost like that he's trying to get the rub from him. It's like how we were just joking about with Kevin Nash and Lethal. Rude wants to be with Young to get that rub. This is kayfabe wise. He wants to get that, and he's such a dick. He can't get it.
Silly.
You know what's interesting? I just thought about this. I was going to bring it up again. How we read, I think on our last episode, maybe 2 ago. I can't quite remember. How the Eric Young character, like this day in the life of and all this stuff, is kind of based on the real life Chris Park Abyss.
Right.
And you know what I just thought about? When this is fast forward long time. When Chris Parks actually is like a character on TV, he kind of acts like Eric Young. even just like JB, I gotta do this text and like I gotta call my friend and like he plays. It's almost so it almost makes sense that he would do that.
Right.
Here comes the Canadian Destroyer, Petey. Oh,
well, it's funny you say that because I won't. I'll say it when it actually happens. But there is another rib by Eric Young to Abyss in 2008.
Oh, okay.
And I literally learned of it or realized it like the other day. I was like, wait a minute.
That's funny.
That's a fucking rib.
Cube's Robert Roode with Miss Brooks. And I thought it was Ms. Brooks, but it's Miss Brooks. And Eric Young. Wait, Cage Match says Ms. I think they're tricking us.
It's Miss Brooks, right?
It's Ms. MS.
Ms.
But this nameplate tonight said Miss. We're not. I don't think we don't know if she's a married woman. You know.
Well, she's with Rude.
That doesn't mean they're dating.
I thought it was implied.
I don't know. See, that's interesting. You say that. Look, he sits Eric Young down ringside. It's interesting you say that.
Oh, but you know what? I guess maybe not because it's like a business partnership.
It's supposed to be a business partnership. That doesn't mean much.
Right.
Little quid pro quo happening, you know? Just finished my training recently, you know? I said that like 4 weeks ago, but it was actually a couple weeks ago. So, anyways, the bell rung. PD and Robert Roode. Is this one of our only straight up cage matches tonight? One of looks like 3.
Yeah, because I think Lynn and Daniels is like a grudge match technically.
And then Jackie and Gail.
Well, Senshi and Star just has a guest referee.
That doesn't count. It's got another stipulation.
Okay.
Just like the Xscape match. I mean, that one has a stipulation too. Oh, Petey slipped on the rope. It's okay. He caught himself. Hit like a lung blower, although it kind of was like a jawbreaker.
There was a sign in the crowd that said Rude is going to go bankrupt or something like that.
Oh, that's fun. Look at that. Hector Guerrero.
Where the hell are they?
They're up in the stands. The Spanish audio.
They don't even have like a little station. They're just in empty bleachers.
No. Earl Hebner is the referee for this one, by the way. Sometimes I forget that Earl is with TNA still right now.
Well, he's there for a while.
Oh, yeah. He's here for really long.
Long time.
Later this year, in 2007, is the first TNA house show I went to. I'm pretty positive. And I met Earl Hebner there. So.
Yeah, the fairgrounds?
Yep. Or is that the one I met Earl at? No, that I lied. That was actually the one later. So yeah, that was in like 2009. Brute choking Petey on the rope here, and Eric Young is looking very upset as he's watching along at ringside. Letting Ms. Brooks use her wonderful assets to entice him.
Yeah, her tits.
They said wonderful assets.
Not her tits. The breasts.
Yeah, that's what it is, but
the jugs.
The jugs.
The titties.
Okay.
The melons.
Robert slips Petey into the corner, goes after him. Close on. I don't know what he just yelled, but
he said, "Who is something?"
Who's the greatest or something, maybe?
I think so.
These are 2 former Team Canada members. Eric Young is here. Are we going to see Eric Young's friend tonight, do you think? And is it A1?
I thought Petey was the friend.
I don't know. I still feel like we're teasing that that's not quite the friend he's been calling.
Who would be his friend then?
Could we see a return of Scott D'Amore, maybe? It kind of plays into all of the guys involved.
Ooh. That would be interesting.
And I'll be honest.
But as a babyface, Scott D'Amore?
Right. He's been gone long enough, it could work.
Yeah.
If you guys are watching along on our YouTube version, don't forget, this is also the one they use on like Pluto TV that they have commercials on. So they like fades to black. We don't miss any of the action.
And I don't understand why they don't just use that. You can control where you fucking insert that.
I don't know, dude.
In your show.
We are also 36 minutes and 17 seconds into the show as well. Try to remember to do time text before the last 20 minutes if I can.
Right. So here's obviously over time, Rude becomes, I would say much better in a singles role. But right now, the vibe that I'm getting from him is that he is a worst version of a wrestler that's morphed between Ted DiBiase and Terry Taylor.
I don't think you're wrong. It's quite the comparison, but you're not wrong.
And I say Taylor because, the robe.
Right.
That's a Terry Taylor robe. And then his antics just very much similar to Ted DiBiase to me.
The money thing too, and all that.
Yeah, that whole.
He's got a manager. It just happens to be a female,
like Sherry Martel.
Right. So you're not wrong. It is interesting because looking back right now, I mean, I've become a very big Robert Roode fan. Maybe it's Bobby Roode at that point. Regardless, you know what I mean. I really, really like him. Going back, this early part, it ain't working.
Yeah, it's definitely not. Definitely not working.
In about 4 to 5 years, we're killing it though. So.
Right. And as you should, and I think by that time he's great. I think he's really
good.
He really kind of found his rhythm there.
Absolutely.
But I don't think we're that far off from where he kind of breaks out.
I think you're right. Yeah, I think we're getting there.
Yeah. I think this partially is just not a really enjoyable angle. And I've said before with Eric Young, I mean, he's like entertaining, I guess. I don't know. But then I feel like I kind of dread.
Wait, look at this. Tracy just grabbed a hockey stick from under the ring, gives it to Rude, and Eric Young jumps in to stop him pulling it in. Is this about to be the finish? Oh no, he let go. I thought he was going to get let go and get rolled up or something.
Tracy almost just fell out of her top.
Well, I noticed she's wearing essentially a mini black dress with no straps and a red bra underneath. Like that's that's the straps you see. Like she's not wearing a full outfit right now. Oh, pop up. Petey. Oh, that was nice. Popped up to the turnbuckle and jumped back with a Hurricane Rana. Okay, stop cutting out there. I want to see the match. Holy crap. Robert! Eric Young's protecting the hockey stick now.
They keep on cutting away from the action.
Holy crap.
Because the focus here is on Eric. That's the whole point of this.
I know. Earl, send him away so that we don't have to keep seeing cuts. Shot off the corner, goes to float over, but instead it's caught by Rude, who then goes to slam him down, but it countered in. Ooh. Yeah, they say he grazed his back, but Rude I don't think even sold it because he didn't feel it. So.
Right.
And then nice spine buster by Rude. I swear to God, Eric. She's yelling at him ringside. I don't mind that cutaway. It's not in the middle of a move. You see what I mean?
Right. There's
do it at an appropriate time.
Right. 2 count on a roll up by Petey. Tornado DDT, got him.
Off the cage. Oh, that was nice.
You are so dead. Now he wants a hockey stick. Don't do it, Eric.
Was he going to give it to him? The crowd's going
be
nuts.
Consistent. Oh my God, he just threw Tracy to the floor. What the fuck?
Earl's like, you cannot use that, even though literally
it's a cage.
Because it's a cage.
They're
literally. Oh, the NFL, the NHL playoffs are going on. They just said.
Oh yeah, that's right. April. Yeah.
I mean, they're also the whole Canadian thing, so it makes sense anyways. But
it all ties in. Yeah. And then I know we're not in St. Louis, but the St. Louis Blues. So. Oh, I wonder if the St. Louis Blues were good.
Well, Earl just took it and chucked it out of the cage. Tilt-a-whirl heads his no, lands on his feet, goes for that Russian leg sweep, but is countered. Rolled up. Pete's got to roll up. Oh my God, he almost had him.
Why won't this tell me a year?
Oh, Rude right into the door. Could it be the Canadian Destroyer, Bob? He's got it. Is he going to hit it?
Counter. He's countering.
And counter. Alabama slam into the corner. And then, boom. The payoff. Oh my God, Rude won. Oh. I didn't expect him to win, I'm going to be honest.
Well, in case you're wondering about the St. Louis Blues in 2000, well, actually, technically, this would be 2006, 2007. I guess it doesn't matter. They were not good. They were 10th in the Western Conference, and that means they did not make the playoffs. They missed the playoffs by 15 points, so they are not doing too hot. I know you don't care.
Oh, he's going after. No, I don't. Actually, I don't mind hockey, though. Hockey's kind of fun.
Hockey is kind of funny.
If you were like, you have to watch a sport, I would consider hockey. And I would
you would just consider it.
I would definitely watch hockey over football, basketball, and baseball.
Wow.
Easily.
Baseball's not bad.
Okay. Yeah, if you want to take a nap. Kurt Angle is talking with Rhino backstage about the team drama. Bob, what are you going to rate that last match?
I could go 2, I guess.
Dude, I was also going to say 2. I think the action was pretty good. Obviously, we're not like super into the storyline and all that, but no. I actually thought the match itself was pretty solid, and I didn't expect a whole lot from that one. I'm not going to lie. So, okay, Kurt is not feeling good.
J.D. Dunn's review from 2007. He gave that match a star, and he notes that Petey's execution was off throughout the whole match.
The whole match? I mean, he slipped on the rope that one time. He missed a drop kick, I guess, that one. But
yeah, so there's a couple of spots.
We are, looks like we're about to get to Ladies in the Cage, Bob, or as the DVD says, Cat Fight in the Cage, with Ms. Jackie Moore and Gail Kim. I'm pretty excited about this one.
Well, I'm excited about Gail. So.
You always are.
I'm a fan of Gail. What can I say?
This is out of control.
The heart wants what the heart wants.
Everyone's in the cage, including the ladies. Here we go. 6 sides of steel cat fight. Here we go. TNA's Lockdown continues. Penzer's in the ring announcing? Interesting. He's usually not, but... Did they just say you have to win by escaping?
That's what it sounded like.
Go through the door or over the top? The Pride of Tennessee, Miss Jackie Moore. Oh my god. That's Bob. Standing up, booing her.
I would not boo Jackie Moore. Jackie Moore is a good-looking girl, too.
Jackie Moore's jacked as fuck.
It's just unfortunate that she's going up against Gail Kim.
You can only compete so much. Andrew Thomas is a referee, too, by the way, in this one. They're saving Rudy for the big matches.
I feel like Rudy's going to get electrified.
Oh my god.
They can't do Earl because Earl might die.
Right. Here comes Gail Kim.
If she got extensions in?
Yeah, I think she does.
She definitely does.
Oh shit, Jackie came out, met her on the stage, and they're already brawling. Oh, tasses Jackie onto the ramp. I think I just put together that the stage mimics the one in the Impact Zone with the little arrows. That's cool. It's also not finished on the sides, which looks really weird when they go to the side shot for the stage. Because you can, like, see through it.
Yeah. I think there's a bird making a nest on my balcony.
Oh, that's cool.
Is it? Should I do something about that?
I mean, if there's no eggs in it yet, you could just ruin the nest, and then it probably won't go there. Probably go somewhere else. Once there's babies in there, though, you're screwed. Because then you're a murderer. So. Oh, Jackie throws Gail Kim. Mike Tenay's trying really hard not to touch Gail Kim.
Oh, yeah.
On top of him.
He does not want to put his hand somewhere he shouldn't. Oh, she just hit her with a water bottle in the midsection. That hurts.
And ruins her beautiful hair by dumping water all over her.
What a bitch.
We're brawling all around the cage. Get him in. We want to see blood. Oh, wow. That sign's bullshit. Women shouldn't wrestle because they can't, and it's a girl holding it.
That means that she's supporting VKM.
Wait, yeah, you're right. What the fuck? That's such a weird... That's
with
so
a woman
weird.
Holding it?
I mean, it looked like a woman to me.
What a wild thing to fucking put on the
dude, that's such... I didn't even think about that whole thing, because VKM literally is, like, against the match we're watching right now.
Right.
And guess who's on the main show and who was on the pre-show?
There
you go.
No kidding.
Well, and you got two of the best women's wrestlers in the ring right now. So, former women's champion. Well,
and the thing, too, with VKM is, I mean, they had Chyna with them.
That's different, dude. She's got lots of muscles.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how different that is. I don't think they have a really good argument for that.
I mean, I don't think they do, but... Oh, Jackie hung Gal over the top rope there. That was like the air out of you in a minute.
They love these the crowd shots. I think Jackie just did a side suplex there, back suplex. But I don't know because they zoomed out for the audience again.
Gotta show those crowd shots, man. Jackie's trying to get out through the door, but Gail's grabbing her foot to stop. Jackie's holding on good. There we go. We got her off. We stopped her in her tracks.
I wonder why this is Xscape only. I don't understand that. If it's Xscape only, then why is the referee in there?
Well, that is an excellent point, isn't it?
Because he left the ring when it was Xscape for the X Division guys.
Right.
Oh wait, no, there's a pin.
Okay,
so, probably
so
pin
you can just okay, fine.
Maybe when pins are announced that we only heard Xscape and not the pin part. Pin or submission, probably too.
Did not pay off. Look, Gail Kim pulls Jackie down. Now she tries to climb up, and then Jackie's coming after her, but she kicks her away. Down to the middle rope. Sunset Flip goes for the power bomb. Jackie stays up, grabs the ropes, sits right down, and it's countered. Okay, well, didn't even get a 1 count even on that. So
I think these ladies would be better off with like a street fight.
I agree.
Instead of a cage. But
I think they kill
lockdown. I guess you can only do that.
Right.
Now, I mean, part of this is probably because they didn't want to deal with having to lift the cage up, right? And like keeping it up on top.
I don't know if they can. I don't think that's even an option here.
Right. But my next question is later on, don't they do that?
I don't know if TNA ever lifts their cage up.
Okay.
I don't know.
I thought they did.
I don't know.
Because I know there's lockdown. Oh, see, they might just, I guess, set it up. Because I know there's lockdowns where not every match is in a cage.
Which, by the way, is lame as fuck. But yes.
Right. Because you're taking away the.
I think they might just. See, and now I'm really wondering. You know what? Maybe once we kind of get into like the 2010s era.
Well, I'm saying like Hogan Bischoff era.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they're because they do get a new cage, of course. Mm-hmm. I'm wondering if it's big enough that they have to do that. They have to raise it. But honestly, I don't know if it. I can't picture in my head a cage coming down from the top of an Impact Zone ever.
Not an Impact Zone. I'm saying.
No, I'm just saying it's always called the Impact Zone, Bob. Okay.
Oh, okay. Excuse me.
Get it right.
I'm sorry. You're right. You're the expert. I'm just I don't know. I could have sworn I've like seen it, but I could just be lying to myself.
Well, on the side, why don't you load up Lockdown 2013? And
I'll put it up right now. It's probably on there, right?
Yeah, probably. But Gail going for a cover again, but unfortunately did not get the win. One of the 3 options: pin, escape, or submission.
Okay, so here's Lockdown 2013. Oh, I'm not signed in, so I got fucking ads.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, back up. Look at these girls fighting, elbowing each other in the jaw as the cage door is open.
Okay, so there's not a cage. So it's 2013, like there's I'm not going to mention his name because he's a criminal. Okay, so there's like Zion, York, and Kenny King triple threat. No cage up.
Is it above the ring?
That's what I'm waiting to see.
Oh my God. Gail Kim is going to escape. Nope, she's not. Crossbody from the top. And that's a 3 count on Jackie. Dang, dude. Gail Kim risking
Oh my God, Dallas. They have to construct it so it's not ever up.
See, I had a feeling.
They bring it out and they have to set it up.
I had a feeling.
Wow. That's kind of funny.
Mike Tanay says, I saw the fans roar ringside. He said, wow, and I agree. We're getting the highlights from the match now. I thought this was a lot of fun.
Oh, Tanay is so funny. Yeah, I mean, that was okay.
What do you mean, okay? Look, she jumped off the top of the crossbody.
She missed her.
No, she hit her in the head.
She kind of missed that.
No, she hit her in the head. The camera angle from above is better.
Okay, here we go. Let's see.
Ready? Good night. She fucking knocked. No.
Yeah, but
she fucking knocked her in the head.
She
I
overshot.
She overshot, but she fucking hit her in the head. I think that was better than if she just landed regular crossbody. I'm giving that match 3 stars.
You're going 3 on that?
I liked it, I think, just as much as the X Division match, and I liked it more than the last match, so yeah.
Well, I'll go 2.5, I guess. So I liked it more than... I definitely liked it more than Rude and Petey.
That's now my, baseline. Did I like it more than Rude and Petey?
Well, JD, I guess, didn't. He gave it a 1.25 stars.
Oh, come on. I thought they did great. Jeremy Borash is interviewing Backlund backstage.
Seems like pretty low.
Now, I think we need to put into consideration here as well, though. Back in 2007, women's wrestling is viewed very different.
That's true.
Very different. There's a sign in the crowd.
You're right. There's literally a storyline where the guys are like, women shouldn't be wrestling.
So, to me, I think that bias definitely plays a factor in his rating there.
That could, potentially.
Because I think the spots they did in that match, and even they started off hot on purpose to get a hot start with the brawling and stuff like that. They knew what they were doing, and I think they did pretty well. So, I liked it a lot. This match, I'm hoping will still be good, but I'm just sick of seeing these guys fight. Special referee Bob Backlund, Senshi versus Austin Starr, coming up next. Backlund's wearing a blue shirt with a red tie, red suspenders.
A red bow tie.
Bow tie. Yeah.
There's a lot of people with Miss or Ms. or Mr.
Yeah.
in their names.
There really is. Here comes Senshi. Penzer doing the intros in the ring is so different. I'm not used to seeing him when they're panning over like that.
Yeah, they still don't directly show him though. I wonder why they do that.
Well, we read at one point that it was we don't want to be WCW and show him, which seeing him and hearing him are completely different to me. Because if I saw him, I wouldn't be like, "Holy fuck, WCW!" It's the same voice. No, it's the same voice. Right. We asked him about this when we interviewed him. So if you haven't checked that out, listen in the archives. And I'm going to be honest with you, off the top of my head, right at this moment, I can't remember what he said.
Austin Starr looking different. Did he do something with his facial hair?
Is that what? Dude, he looks so weird, and his hair is pulled back with that headband. I think that's what the difference is. His facial hair looks a little grown out, more than maybe normal. It looks like he has a receding hairline the way his hair is, and he doesn't. Not yet, at least.
Yeah, something that's weird.
I'm gonna be honest, Bob. The Austin Starr run has gone significantly longer than I thought it did.
Really?
And I only say this because I remember when Austin Aries eventually returns as Austin Aries, and he with the pink fuzzy vest and all that kind of stuff. I was hyped for it, and I knew he was here before, but I thought it was a couple appearances. We're getting a full run.
Well, you might be thinking of the time in 2005 when he was there.
Well, right. No,
which was a couple of times.
Totally. But I didn't. I must have not known or realized it was significantly longer. Well, the bell's rung.
I mean, he's been here since for how long now?
Consistently? I don't even know. Let's see. I mean, So he does a lot in 2005, and then into the beginning of 2006, and then takes a break till October 2006, and then we've seen him since then.
Okay, so I figured I thought October sounded right.
So he starts appearing late 2005, and
Then
then
they got in trouble for the whole plane thing.
right.
Rock.
So then he's gone for a few months in 2006, and he's back. So I mean, realistically, fairly consistently through the end of 2005 till now. I mean, a couple months break in there, but that's about it.
That was just a suspension. But like realistically.
Right. Off the rope, come back with a shoulder block. Something fell off the cage over there. Is that just like an elbow pad or something? Now remember, Bob Backlund thought that he would be fighting Austin Starr in a match, and we could have been seeing that at this Lockdown show, and they decided to not do that.
Yeah, I don't think I really want to see that.
I don't either, but that's definitely the story of what they're doing, like leading to.
Do you think Backlund would win?
Yes.
That sounds even worse.
I know. That's kind of part of the. I feel like that's probably part of the issue. Oh, since she moved out of the way from that chop, we're just chopping each other a little bit all over. Chop after chop after chop, baby. Let's go.
Oof. Eye rake. Brandon is pissed.
Stomping the back of the head of Senshi now to the midsection. We've got some strange birds around here. Backlund, he's from TV Land.
Backlund is?
I don't know. That's what they're talking about in commentary.
I know. I heard him say it too. TV Land. What is that? I don't even know what that means. Like, oh, he's old school or something?
Yeah, I guess so. Oh, back break. Dropping down, that would have been a big one.
You know, depending on the context, a back rake would be potentially feel good.
You're right. It definitely could. Unless you do what Styles did to Samoa Joe, where he left claw marks in his back on impact.
Yeah. Well, sometimes you just need that deep itch.
Yeah, your back really itches, especially around the shoulder blades. You can't quite get it, but if you ask a wrestler, they can do it for you.
That's right. You know how many times I've had to get up in my life, and just scratch my shoulder blades on the side of a wall?
Bro, you got to get a back scratcher, man.
I'm not money bags like you.
It was probably $2.
That's a lot of money.
And I think I was even gifted it at some point, or it was.
Oh, you have rich friends. Great.
Yeah, rich friends for the back scratchers. It's got even like the little massage ball side too. Which
my god!
It doesn't really do anything.
Gucci.
It doesn't really do anything.
Oh, okay. Do anything. That's great. Jesus Christ.
Oh, pendulum elbow. Let's see.
Living up to the Hogan 98 money name.
Jesus Christ. There it is. The pendulum elbow goes for the cover. And no, he's not going to win with an elbow.
Can't believe you kicked out. Nobody kicks out of an elbow drop. Nobody.
Backlund and him are about to get into it.
Nobody.
More crowd shots. Got to show off that crowd. Looks great. What a great crowd. What a great crowd we have. Oh, caught. Senshi was going to go for a spring, and then Star power bombs him in the middle of the ring. Kicks out, puts in a single leg Boston Crab. Look at the torque. He's locking in. He's going to rip his knee off of his leg. Backlund's like, you got to break it, bro.
No,
even though
since
it's a cage
when?
match. It's a cage match. There's no rope break.
Why do they never understand the rules of a match? It happens way too often. I think his facial hair is shorter than it normally is.
You think that's what it is?
I think so. His sides is more like a scruff.
Yeah, I guess you're right. And he's got the little soul patch kind of thing going on.
Yeah.
And like he's got like little mutton chop sideburns kind of.
He looks like a rock star that just went on a binge.
He does look psycho right now. I mean, his hair is all poofy.
Yeah, he looks like he's fucked up. He just got off a tour bus, and there's a lot of drugs, and there's women, and he has to fight Loki.
He's got to fight Loki at lockdown quick.
Yeah.
Crowd's into Loki. I don't know if they're really into this match. From what I'm telling, this is the quietest they've been all night.
I would say that's definitely the case, and that doesn't surprise. Oh my god. Okay, well he's got backdrop.
Except right there, because they popped for that one. Backdrop into the steel cage door. Oh, that rolling kick. Capo kick? Is that what they call it?
Yeah, I think so.
I like that. Speaking of people who can kick, this is completely not TNA 2007 related, but Mike Bailey recently just made his debut in AEW. Now, I've been a Mike Bailey fan for a long time. The kicks this guy has been doing, he's killing people.
Is he still wrestling barefoot?
Oh, yeah.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep. Dude, the kicks that guy can do, it's insane. Mike Bailey rules. One of my favorite guys. I can't call him one of my favorite indie guys anymore because now he's signed. So.
Yeah, but AEW is still kind of indie.
No, they are not.
I mean,
what? Feet on the ropes, but Backlund just caught him.
They're kind of indie, dude.
Okay.
They be doing that indie trash.
Okay, now we're doing that. What are you, a mock?
Yeah, I'm a mock, bro.
Backlund and Austin Starr are yelling at each other here, and Loki looks like he's going to take advantage. That running dropkick.
I am never going to talk about professional wrestling ever again.
Ever again.
Ever.
Look at this. He's going for the Warrior's Way, but Backlund gets pushed into the corner. I mean, he kind of was standing in the way, which was pretty ridiculous. But Starr is now going up to the top. He's going to hit that 450. And boom, nice. He does. Oh, kick out at 2.
Did you see that Bischoff retired?
What?
He retired from the business.
Is he doing?
He has no interest in. I don't know. He said he has no interest in being in the wrestling business. Now, I would assume that means he's not going to talk about it because you're in the business,
right? Well, because he's been doing some MLW stuff where he's been like, quote unquote, like booking the show and this and that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, look at this roll up by Loki. Oh, that was a nice roll up though, and he got it. No, I didn't see this. Though, but yeah, Senshi just won. Well, Bob, now I can tell you that I saw something. It appears this is Austin Starr's final match in TNA until 2011.
Spit in the face there is not great. He's done?
I mean, at least wrestling-wise, it appears from Cage
We're not
Match.
going to get a blow off for Backlund?
No.
Oh my God. So we did all that for nothing?
Yeah. So here you go. There's your last look at him until 2011.
Okay, so he's out of our time frame. We'll never see him again, ever.
In a wrestling capacity.
In a wrestling capacity.
Okay, we're backstage with Samoa Joe now. Bob, rating for that match. What are you thinking? I'm going to give that 1.5 stars.
I'll give it 2.5. It wasn't that bad. The finish was lame, but there was some decent action there. Stars sold pretty well for the kicks and stuff. So I go.
Yeah. Okay. I mean that's fair. I'm just like kind of sick of them, so my bias is showing through with that rating.
Yes, it sure is. JD Dunn from 411 Mania gives it 2.5. He said he hated the ending, but the match was pretty good.
I think I liked Rude and Petey better.
No, I didn't.
I don't know.
Rude and Eric Young, that angle is a death knell.
We're not talking about the angle.
But it makes it the same. It goes into the match for it. Anything that ties in with them, it's like, oh my God, this again.
Oh, I mean, I don't disagree with that, but yeah, I don't know. I'm just like way over the star and
dude. Samoa Joe is being
he's spitting everywhere. He's telling
this motherfucker is saying he is daring Jeff Jarrett to cross the line because he's going to kill him. So Joe is just purposely getting himself angry at the thought of killing Jeff Jarrett by telling him to basically try to fuck him over. Joe needs to go to anger management like tomorrow, like yesterday, because he's never pleasant. He trusts nobody.
Bob, I have decided I will reevaluate my rating. It is now 1 3/4. That's as far as I'm going though.
Wow.
I've been thinking when Samoa Joe was yelling about killing people, but I'm over it. So, I think we got a lot of bangers coming up next, though, Bob. It's kind of all the big matches.
Really? What's? Okay. I guess you're right. Yeah, no, you're definitely right.
Up next, James Storm and Chris Harris. Unfortunately, it's a blindfold match, but maybe we'll get some cheating or something, and they can just take them off. We're seeing all of the, the bottle smash. He's lost 25% of his vision or something.
No, he's
75.
He has 35% vision.
He has 35. I misheard him. And of course, Jim Cornette only gave him this match because they'd be blindfolded to even the odds, because he doesn't need his eyes to see if he's blindfolded. Now, I have a question for you, Bob. Normally, I know we don't talk about indie notes on these pay-per-views. However, we haven't seen Chris Harris wrestle on TNA in quite some time now. Has he been active on the indie scene?
I can check. If I had to guess, he does not seem like the type of guy that would be. Like this feels like something where they were like, "Hey, just we'll pay you, but you can't be doing anything." Okay, so when did the attack happen?
Oh, jeez. Hang on.
Oh, wait a minute. He did that. He hit him in like the end of 2006.
Yeah.
Right?
It's I think it's on the Impact, isn't it? Because AMW will split up if they lose.
Right.
So yeah, that was December 11th, 2006.
Okay, so he has wrestled.
Okay.
In March, looks like mostly in Kentucky. He had a match. He fought a guy. He beat Mr. Hayes on the 17th of March, and then on March 31st, he fought Ryan Stone, defeating him by disqualification. He has wrestled James Storm for NWA Midwest in Streamwood, Illinois on March 24th, and Harris won that match.
If I was TNA, I wouldn't have let that one happen.
Yeah, that seems a little weird.
Because they essentially control these guys' bookings. I would never have let that one happen.
And then on April 7th, he was in the mixed tag with Gail against Moore and Storm at the house show. TNA house show in Mississippi. And then I'm sure we'll get into it on the next Impact episode. But on April 13th, 2 days before the show, there was another house show. And it was the same match. So Harris was in that mixed tag match as well.
It looked like there's some baseball people inside. David Eckstein, and someone else was with him.
David Eckstein.
Here comes Wildcat, brand new song. And
it certainly sounds new. I don't know how I feel about that skull.
White jacket with flames. Wildcat Chris Harris. I like his gear that he's got underneath it, though. The half black, half white gear. That's cool.
Oh, I like the back.
Oh, the back looks sick. Pay-per-view white, baby. I have a wild guess here. At some point in this match, he's going to reveal he can see again. He doesn't need that match.
Ooh. Interesting.
I think that's going to be like the big thing for this match.
I could see that happening.
Hey, Rudy's here. Of course, he's got to referee the big guys here. One of the biggest stories you got going on right now. It's been going on for a long time because we're in April.
Well, it's also fitting because Rudy tends to be blind when he sees like interference or anything. So
oh my God.
We got 3 blind guys in the ring here. It'd be great. 2 of which are wearing hoods.
3 blind guys. Only 2 have hoods on.
Yeah. Now, I remember a long time ago, I think I was listening to a Jake Roberts interview, and he talked about the WrestleMania 7 match with Rick Martel, where they had a blindfold.
Right.
It crushed my dreams because he was like, "Yeah, no, I mean it's mesh. We could see through it, but like the fans don't know that." And it's like,
right, yeah. No, I knew that.
I know, but still, like, I think I was pretty young when I heard.
Oh, okay.
But I was like, "Damn it."
I could understand how that could crush you, right?
Yeah, it did. I was like, damn it. I mean, I think I knew, obviously, like, of course you gotta see. This isn't.
No, dude. Now, this is kind of funny because they both put him on, but they're acting like they don't know where the other person is, even though they both start directly across from each other.
It's wrestling, my man. They won't touch each other for about 5 minutes. This is what's going to happen. Harris is going to start using the audience by pointing.
No, they're not going to do that.
Where is he? And they're going to be like, no, yeah. And he's going to go after.
James Storm has Rudy. He's choking Rudy.
Hey, Rudy cheated. Rudy fucking lifted the blindfold up.
He's making sure he ties it back up good for him. Oh, he spun him around, though. That's kind of funny. That's funny.
That's fucked up. He cheated, though. Rudy cheated.
He's pointing. Oh, they're getting closer. They're
going to conveniently just barely miss each other.
Look how close they are.
Yeah. It's almost as if they could maybe see through the blindfold.
No. We're gonna talk to Chris Harris again. We're gonna ask him.
Wouldn't it be funny if when Harris was sticking his hand out, the electrified cage was on?
Keith in the back, but that's not supposed to be on yet.
Keith, turn it off. Oh man.
Okay, we still haven't touched.
Oh. And then, look, I missed each
other. There they go. And they missed each other. They did not hold back on those punches, even though they missed them.
God, for 2 guys that really hate each other, they look kind of silly looking for each other. Like I want Harris just to fucking tackle him right now and beat the shit out of him.
We want wrestling. They're chanting. That ain't good.
Nah, dude. This is entertainment. This is sports entertainment. We don't do wrestling here.
I don't think TNA calls themselves sports entertainment ever.
That's a lie.
You're right. You're right. That is a lie because I think it does go to that eventually.
No, we've heard them say it.
What?
Sports Entertainment Extreme, dude.
Ah, fuck. SCX, baby. Throwback to the Asylum years.
That's right.
If you're still listening to our show after we went through the Asylum years, one, thank you, but also we're sorry that you had to deal with that with us.
I mean, the Asylum years aren't that bad.
Some of it is not good.
Some of it's not good, sure. Like episode 3. We almost ended it after 3.
How can I even? I think about that too often.
Oh, he got him. Yeah,
oh shit!
Yeah,
Harris is nailing him.
Get him, Chris.
He slipped out, and Harris cannot find him. He's like moving his hand around the mat looking for him. Oh, they found each other again.
Okay, now he's gonna try. No, don't throw him in the ropes, dude, because you won't be able to find him.
Oh, he's trying to swing at him, and he came back, but Harris kind of just fell. Oh, he just nailed Storm so hard the hood flew off. They're
Rudy
booing because it's going back
This
on.
is an inside job. Rudy is helping out James Storm.
Mm-hmm.
He never tied the hood back on.
Bullshit. They're chanting. That's not good. Well, now they're chanting boring.
Boring. 6,000 fans chanting boring. That's got to feel good.
Well, scoop slam by Storm. He goes for an elbow, but Harris just way moved out of the way.
This is the feud. This is the type of feud where I don't think you do comedy. Like, this feels like comedy.
Well, that's what I mean. And I think that's my issue with this is like, these guys should be having a bloody brawl.
Absolutely.
And it's been so long, even if it's their first match together, that's what it should be. They were a team for 5 years, 5.5 years, whatever it was. No, it's not. 4.5 years. Like, I want to see them beat the shit out of each other bloody. Harris kind of threw off his thing and he's all mad, and Rudy's putting it back on him.
Well, his thing doesn't even have the tie on it anymore. So how is that going to stay on his face? The string is gone. It fell off.
I'd be calling an audible in this one. Hangman's noose neckbreaker off the corner somehow and goes for the cover.
The fact that he just did that blindfolded is pretty much telling you. That you can see.
Well, if you're following along, by the way, we're at 1 hour, 24 minutes, and 2 seconds.
Cut her off the middle rope by Harris. But now he's not going to be able to find him.
Wildcat's got to maintain. He can't find Storm again. This is just not good for the Wildcat.
See? He's pointing.
Yeah, here's the point thing. Yep.
And the fans are telling him, you found him.
Oh, Storm was trying to climb out of the cage blindfolded, but Harris stops him.
I think I could successfully climb out of a cage blindfolded.
I think that would be easier to do than some of this other stuff.
Okay, so like this part, I probably wouldn't be good at, like punching a guy.
Yeah, but
Hey,
at
his
least you can
hood's off
find him.
again.
Oh, shit. Well,
He speared
Harris
him.
just speared him off. Harris is asleep and slipped off. I keep him off, guys. Come on.
Seriously.
Rudy is counting them because they're both down. What are they chanting? Someone stop this.
That's fucked up.
Oh, Harris's hood fell off this time. He slams down Storm. He goes to the cover. See, I feel like Rudy, technically, in the match rules, should not have counted that because his hood was off. He could have got better leverage on the pin because he could see.
You're right.
Are they chanting Goldberg?
I don't know. Oh, no. Rudy.
Oh my god.
Rudy, how did you get fucking attacked by a blind guy? This is unbelievable.
He's realized that is not James Storm.
You could tell by his legs. He's like, oh, this guy's too
Storm
strong.
took off his hood. And Rudy's down.
Yeah, of course. He's cheating.
Middle finger, super kick.
Heel. Of course. Yep.
Slips the hood on, goes for the cover. And that's a 3 count.
Storm's pissed. He knows that was bad.
Oh, man. That was not the return match I wanted for Harris, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. I'm surprised Storm won, but having him, like, it's easier for him to cheat, I guess, and then
Easier for him to cheat and win. Now we can, like, make it up in a different way.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think they should do a blindfold match, but without the cage. That's probably the missing part.
Well, Letitia is now with Kurt Angle backstage. Oh, here's Sting, too.
Oh, shit.
Okay, well, before this, what do you give that match?
Oof. That's like, do I give it a... I love Chris Harris, but I might have to give that a dud.
Wow. Okay, I was going to give it half a star because I don't know if a dud has to be like...
Fine, half a star.
You can do dud if you feel that.
Half a star.
You're doing half a star? Yeah, it's quite unfortunate. I bet you the review you're about to read is about to give it a dud, though.
Yeah, so JD, he goes, this was totally Bush League. Even if you toss out the problems with the hoods, the match wasn't wrestled in a way that was appropriate for the feud. I agree with that completely.
Absolutely.
He gave it half a star.
Okay. See? Sting is saying, I don't know what happened or why or anything, that what happened to Jeff Jarrett. But something to happen to him after Bound for Glory, and he's a different man. So Sting's kind of trying to stick up for Jarrett a little bit here. But if he screws me over one time, it'll be shame on him. And it'll be bad for you, too. The dissension that's happening in both teams is pretty interesting.
Yeah, but Sting talking about if the guy screws him over. I mean, Abyss has screwed you over 7 times, and you're still
but he wants to help him.
I don't care, man. It's just
that's like when you have Sting and Abyss is like you know someone who is an addict and you're trying to help them, and they continue to not listen to you and take your help. Abyss just needs to do murder. That is his addiction.
That's when you just stop helping them if they don't want to listen to you.
Sting is too good of a man. He's a man of God now. Okay.
Yeah, man of God.
Well, Bob, we have 3 matches remaining.
That's surprising. What's our time check on this?
Let's see. We are at 1 hour, 30 minutes, and 10 seconds. So we have just like an hour and 20 minutes roughly left.
This is going faster than I thought. I would say, I'm going to say it though right now. This has been very underwhelming.
Well, if you're looking at our, even just our star ratings, yeah, there's nothing super standing out to us.
Yeah. Daniel, here's a video package for Daniel saying he now sees the truth.
See, it's underwhelming, but I also like. We have 3 matches left. I don't feel like it's been a bad show. I think we were just expecting more.
Yeah, so I mean that kind of like sounds like it's bad.
I don't know. Let's see what happens. We have 3 more matches.
This guy cannot say something negative about a show.
I just agreed that it's underwhelming, but that doesn't mean it's bad.
Underwhelming is not whelming.
But when we get ourselves hyped up, you know what I'm saying?
It's like when you go see a movie. Wow, that was disappointing. Disappointing is typically bad. Disappointing. I've never been like, wow, I'm disappointed with how good that was. What?
I just noticed that Christopher Daniels, Jerry Lynn promo picture.
Pivot.
They flipped Daniels.
Filibuster.
They flipped Daniels because his painting is on the wrong side.
Oh. Interesting. Jerry Lynn. He likes his death metal.
Here comes Daniels. Oh, that's a cool entrance jacket.
That's a different thing. Yeah, it's different.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
Oh, he's walking like he's like... He's walking different.
Yeah, he is.
It's like, I can't think of the
He's
word.
more stoic. He's like...
Yeah, he's kind of like almost like a military type of guy.
Like a general kind of thing?
General. Yeah. Are they okay? They were like purposely not showing the face paint there. They finally did.
See, it's on the other side.
Yeah.
He's throwing his jacket. It looks like about to be at like Mike Tenay. Or unless he's set on the table nice. But Tenay was literally talking about how he took pride in building the X Division. He used to set an example, and Jerry Lynn goes right after him. So you're Jerry Lynn and Daniels. You're following what the crowd just called boring. We want wrestling.
Yeah.
All the stuff. They got to be feeling the pressure right now, dude.
I mean, I feel as if I would probably feel differently because I'd be like, oh, we're following a shitty match. This will be pretty easy to.
Yeah, but you got to get the crowd back.
Yeah, I mean, if you just have they're capable of having a good match. If you just even keep to your basics, you're going to get them.
Total War slam. Oh, backbreaker. Okay, over the knee.
They've done more action in the 15 seconds of this match than the previous, however long that blindfold match was.
I don't disagree.
That's pressed by Jerry. Pummeling Daniels with right hands. Like he's Stone Cold Steve Austin. Big
back bad drop.
Fallen Angel. I think that's what they're chanting. They're chanting Fallen Angel.
Oh, is it that thing where it's hard to boo Daniels when he's not in the impact zone?
I don't know. I feel like it's hard to boo Daniels at this point, no matter where he's at.
True. That was a little weird. He tried to like head scissor him into the cage, and it was slightly delayed there. But Jerry Lynn comes back with a drop kick, and Daniels slams up against the cage because he's in the apron area.
I'm kind of disappointed that it's not a metal cage. It's just fucking wires.
Yeah, I don't like that at all, but...
I mean, if they did that literally for just one match...
It's lame.
That's pretty lame. But you know what? What would be worse if they had one section electrified and then the tag title match was like, oh, you have to throw your opponent into the one side of the cage.
Well, I guess I don't know what they would do, right? I think that's
they would just be teasing that the entire time.
Right.
Or maybe they could have just made every match electrified cage match.
Yeah, right. Every match you could die in.
Yeah. Basically. Like on Impact, they'd say we have eight wrestlers are in the hospital, suffering from electrocution.
Daniels was just pulling the arm of Jerry Lynn, sticking his boot right on him, trying to work on his arms so he can't climb the cage or do anything like that. Can't lock in the cradle if your arm's hurt.
Knee straight to the back. He's just twisting his neck.
For everything that he's meant to TNA into the X division. Irish whip into the corner. Oh, Daniels came back, but he got met with an elbow. Here comes Jerry Lynn right on top. Ooh, victory roll.
Tilt to her head scissor by Jerry. But a heel kick by Daniel stops Lynn's momentum.
Now, I'm assuming they are saving it. But I find it quite interesting. We have seen no blood yet.
Yeah, I mean, that's got to be for the
lethal lockdown.
Lethal lockdown, I imagine. Even Team 3D and LAX, I'm sure there'll be blood for that. But
do I think that we've seen a match that I would have expected already? Also, not really, but I'm just pointing it out.
Well, if they weren't using Blindfold, Storm and Harris.
Yeah. Daniels just grabbed a camera cable and started choking Lynn. I don't know why that cable was sitting where he could grab it, but it was.
They're booing Daniels. They're booing him.
Okay, that's good. Backdrop suplex.
Best. No.
Just a moonsault. If it was the BME, he would have won. See?
I think we've seen him win with that one time. Right?
Probably.
I think it was one time. And then we were like, okay, well, now that he won one time with it, I guess we can
believe it now.
Believe that he can win.
Right.
That's all it takes. You gotta if you beat somebody one time with it, with any move, then it makes the near falls in the future actually mean something.
Exactly. Jerry snapped off the head scissors. Now Daniels is putting up Jerry Lynn on the turnbuckle. See what he's trying to do. He's got one arm. He's trying to take him down, but Lynn is hanging on from the cage. Uh-oh, he's climbed out to the top. Jerry Lynn slipped down.
Oh, springboard sunset flip powerbomb.
Andrew Thomas, hey, bud, you okay? You good? Okay. I think so. Okay. Jerry Lynn, you okay? One. He gets up and starts opening up a pit.
Yeah.
And commercial. And we're back. Oh, Lynn stepped out of the way and Daniels ran into the corner. Lynn coming off of the shoulder block. He's hitting a couple more. Ducks the clothesline. Comes back with a spinning back of him. Ah, Daniels thrown into the cage. Laying in some punches in the corner. 9, 10. Oh, Daniel slipped away right at the end. Lynn. Nice little head scissor. Or Piranha, I mean. when he sees the moment, he doesn't wait for a second. And avoids him and
float over DDT.
Float over DDT.
1, 2. Oh.
Barely got the shoulder up before 3.
I mean, a lot of these matches obviously don't need to be in a cage, and they don't even really use the cage.
They've been trying a little bit here and there. I mean, Daniels has gotten thrown into it a couple times, but yeah, you're right. That's where and there's a backdrop right into it, but that's where the lockdown pay-per-view stipulation thing, I think, gets beaten up, because it's like you don't always need it. It's fun when it's fun.
They're just, you're just having a regular match with a cage around you.
Right. So instead, you just obstruct your viewers who are at the show.
Right. That's about it.
Daniel's looking like he's thinking hard about what he's going to do. Maybe a headbutt, but Jerry Lynn's trying to break out. And now he's back on his feet, trading blows to the midsection. Lynn's hitting him in the head, but...
Cradle?
Uh-oh. If he hits this, it's done. Oh, counter.
Jerry's at a disadvantage because he can't do that the leg drop over the middle rope.
That is so true, dude. Oh, BME. Oh, he moved.
He missed it. Jerry, go get him.
The best moonsault ever, named by the man who just missed. Yes, that's correct.
Oh, TKO. Yep, he hit it. Going for the cover. Here we go. 1, 2. Oh, no. Daniels kicks out.
He came in just short as the falling into Christopher Daniels. Yes, Jerry Lynn was what TNA was all about in the beginning. He came back as like old man Jerry Lynn, apparently, and he's just stuck around, which I'm fine with. We're both on the top rope fighting here.
Oh, no.
Oh, jeez. Oh, Daniel slammed him against it, the cage. And then, right off the top.
A flatliner, essentially.
Good night. Go for the cover.
Cover him. 1, 2. No, Lynn kicking out at 2. You gotta be kidding me.
Nope, that was a 2.5 count. And unfortunately, you don't win with that. So.
Yeah, unfortunately. I mean, I guess you could change the rules, but the fans are chanting, "This is awesome." I don't know if I would classify it as an awesome match.
Yeah, I mean, it's been fine. I got no issues with it.
Kryptonite Crunch. 1, 2. Daniels kicking out at 2 again.
Yeah, there's no way. Daniels is definitely winning this, I think.
Well, you were saying they were hinting towards a feud with Sting. I can't imagine the guy would be losing to Jerry.
Right, that's what I
love
mean.
Jerry.
If that's actually going to happen, there's no way.
Right.
Which, that feud sounds so interesting to me still, because I just...
That's a wild feud. I mean, I don't think I ever would have...
I would have never thought about it. But I guess Daniels with like the darker character and stuff like that, it works.
Well, of course. Oh shit! Daniels got Lynn.
Angel's wings.
Angel's wings
off the top. Jerry Lynn's holding. Oh, he's kind of broken out, hitting in the midsection of Daniels. No fucking way. He's gonna go for the cradle off the top rope.
If he wants his tailbone to fucking shatter.
Oh, he lifted him. No, he countered. Swept the leg. And then Lynn falls down. That would have been insane, dude.
A cradle pile driver off the top rope.
There's no way. Oh,
the
shit.
Last rites.
Rites.
Oh, he
and that's a 3.
Last rites. Wow.
Wow.
I'll give that 3.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's good. JD Dunn said it was a good, solid mid-card match. Nothing special, but at least it was competent, which is more than I can say for most of the previous matches. He gave it 2 1/4.
I think they did some good stuff in that one.
Oh my god, he still have the replica belts.
Ugh.
How can they do that? I can't believe they can do this on TV.
I know. That's what I'm wondering. You getting ready for that electrified steel cage? The time for talking has ended.
He's tired of hearing his own voice. Well, you're not the only one there, Brother Ray.
Yeah, you're telling me, brother. What has happened to us in the past 2 months has never happened before. So we get you tonight an electrified steel cage. Oh, Jesus. The United States puts electrified fences up to keep people like you out. Jesus Christ. Is this the first time in, I'll say, U.S. wrestling history that we did an electric cage, or no?
I don't know. I mean, the Chamber of Horrors, but there was an electric chair.
Yeah, that's different.
That's different. An electric steel cage. I mean, ECW never did one. WWE certainly never did.
No. So Team 3D is saying we will be a 20-time tag team champion if they win tonight. This is also potentially their last chance to win the NWA tag team titles because we've heard the rumors we may be dropping those soon and getting TNA titles.
Well, Brother Ray said "fuck you" to Conan.
No, he said "funk you."
No, he said "fuck you."
No, he didn't.
That's what he meant.
That's what he meant. That's what he meant. Well, we're getting our highlight package here. LAX versus Team 3D. Well, and Conan made mention about the fence in a promo. I forgot about that. So I guess what Team 3D said. If it 10,000 volts, Bob. How gimmicky is this about to be?
How what?
Gimmicky. Are the lights going to flicker? Like, how are we showing that this is electrified?
Well, so, I mean, I'm sure that. Oh, you know what? That's a good question about the lights flickering.
Like, how are we going to show that this thing is electrified?
Okay, so a long time ago, so like the Mountie in the WWF had a shock stick, and they would make the electrified sound. So you would hear the bzz, bzz.
Not over the speaker, right?
Not like in the arena.
But it was
like
over
on your television. There'd be the bzz, bzz.
Oh my
Bzz,
God.
bzz. But you knew that. I mean, and you could see that it was taped over anyway. So there was no like electric shock.
Oh my God.
I could see them doing that here potentially. So yeah.
Oh, well, I guess we'll find out. Oh, there you go. For the first time in the United States. They just said.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know if there's like an indie or anything that would have done it, but as on a mainstream level, yeah, I don't think there's been an electrified cage before. I don't even know if like CZW maybe did it. I don't know. This sounds like something they would do.
Team 3D versus LAX in the electric cage match for the NWA tag team titles. Hey, and shout out to Homicide, current day as we're recording this. He just officially had his last match like 2 days ago, I think.
Yeah, I didn't realize it's because the doctors found a cyst on his brain.
Yeah. And I think he said it's affecting his like speech and like his equilibrium and that kind of stuff. So
yeah, that's unfortunate. Homicide, one of my favorite independent wrestlers growing up. I remember when I wasn't there the first time. The second time he came to 2CW against Slick.
I think I was at that one.
Yeah, I guess that was the Guns and Wolves show.
Oh yeah.
That was pretty cool to see that, even though he tickled Slick.
I saw him another time too.
It's kind of weird, but I think that was the only thing. Whoa, was he at the Impact Excite?
He was there. He was at that.
There's that.
Because it was him and Santana.
Santana, that's right.
But I think I saw him. What was his other 2CW appearance? Do you remember?
The first one was I think you were there. He accepted Isis Effects Open Challenge in Binghamton, which is the steel cage show.
Oh, I definitely was at that one then.
With like
Channel 5150 LAX TV.
I think it was Jimmy, Jason, and Slick in a cage, I think.
Yes, I was there.
Yeah, I wanted to go to that show, but I did not go to that show either.
Okay, here we head into the second of two championship matches. The NWA Tag Team Championships, the Electrified Steel Cage. Sort of the taglines. It's an electric atmosphere here in St. Louis. LAX owns Brother Ray and Brother Devon.
Yeah, they do. That Binghamton show is actually pretty good, by the way.
3D victory equals legacy fulfilled. They will fulfill their legacy if they capture the NWA Tag Team Gold. And here comes Team 3D.
Get up.
Okay, so far the cage looks exactly the same. So
get up.
They're coming out even with their little replica belts. Yeah, I still don't know how they could do this either, to be honest with you.
Get up. How they can do what?
Come out
with the replicas?
With WCW, ECW, and WWF tag team titles?
I don't get it. And it shows the logos, too. I mean, is it because maybe they're not actively being used or something? Because those designs are not being used.
Oh my God. Brother Ray is throwing his belts into the ring, and one of them he missed, and it hit the side and just fell down.
That's fine.
The NWA tag team titles have never changed hands in the city of St. Louis.
Guess
Good thing we are outside of it.
They've never changed hands in Syracuse either.
That is so true.
That's not rare.
Well, here comes LAX. Pop, pop, pop. Coming out through the entrance stage instead of through the crowd. Dang, 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 dang. Hell yeah.
I don't know, man. Oh, that's a nice little like belt buckle there. That was the NWA title, it looked like.
Yeah, he said that for a bit.
Yeah. The what the hell was I saying? Oh,
wait, that
go ahead.
That was that girl who held up the shitty sign earlier. Now she has a sign that says LAX, does this remind you of home or prison? I'm pretty sure it's the same. Yeah, it's the same
That's
girl
fucked
who was
up.
holding up the women shouldn't wrestle sign.
That's fucked up. That sounds like a girl I would date. Anyway, so they're
She's a psycho?
yeah, she's crazy. LAX, I think, I would say LAX and Black Machismo are two guys on the show, or two acts on the show that had like a superstar entrance to them.
And the crowd loves them.
Like they're stars.
Earl Hebner is your referee for this one.
Yeah, fuck you, Earl. And he's like, damn, why are they booing me? I'm not in Canada.
Yeah. Wait, that's so funny.
The challengers.
Weighing in at a combined weight of 570 pounds.
Yeah, 380 of that is fucking Brother Ray.
Brother Ray. Brother Devon.
He said a combined weight of 507.
No, 570, I think.
Oh, 570.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I was going to say, 50. There's no fucking way. I mean, it'd be way more than that.
They can't deport us all, is what Hernandez shirt says.
That still is a topic today.
I like that shirt. Representing the Latino nation, Homicide, and Hernandez. They are the NWA World Tag Team Champions. The Latin American Exchange. Pop, pop, pop. No Conan in sight.
I hope that like Homicide has a job.
Maybe he saved his money. He doesn't need it.
I mean, how much are you really making on the indies?
I don't know, dude. He's been making his rounds for quite some time.
I mean, he's got no. I mean, I can't imagine a 401k or anything.
You don't know that. You can just make one. You don't have to have.
Well, from a business, right? Through a business or a company.
Yeah. So, okay. The referee is locking the cage.
He's
wearing leather gloves so he doesn't get electrocuted.
That's smart. Are they keeping the lights dim because of the electricity?
Okay, I was just gonna ask that. The lights are dim, and now listen. They're about to electrify the cage right now. Look, they're turning something on, and the fucking lights are flickering. Okay, so they flickered the lights a little. They flickered the lights a little as they plugged it in. They essentially plugged the cage in, and see, there's little lights on the edges that I called out earlier in the show that are now lit up. See those red ones?
Yeah, there's no way. Hey, don't be touching the thing, dude.
Wait, listen. Different levels at different times, alternating currents of electricity. If you make contact with the cage, it will immobilize you, is what they're saying. So there's some points that are going to be essentially hotter than others, or at certain times. I don't know how they're going to like show that, but yeah. So we're keeping the lights pretty dim for this match.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know how I feel. This is not. I don't know.
I'm letting the match play out before I make judgment.
I have to. I can't be like, oh, hey, this sucks.
Because, like, we knew it was going to get corny and they were going to do that. I thought it kind of looked cool, but, like, do I buy that it's electrified right now? Not really. So I need to see what they're going to do. There's no tags because you can't be on the apron, as Brother Ray just tosses Homicide overhead with a belly to, or German suplex. What I meant to say.
But it's oh no, they're gonna suplex him into the cage.
Okay, is this our first view?
Oh, isn't the door?
Okay, they're saying since he caught the door, because the cage might not be electrified. Well, now they got Homicide. Don West is saying you can hear the hum through the electricity, and you'll see it when they hit it, is what they're saying. So 10,000 volts. Yes, so current alternates different levels of electricity at different points in this matchup. I can't really get a vibe check on the crowd right now. It's kind of hard to hear them.
Here, I'll mute myself and then turn it up a little bit and see if I can.
I do feel like there is like a humming noise.
There's definitely a humming noise.
There's some booze going on right now too.
Yep, there was a couple there. It doesn't sound like they're shitting on it completely though.
I think it was more at Team 3D.
Right. Why wouldn't he just shove him into the cage at that point?
Well, true.
I would have just pushed him right into the electricity.
Because that means to me, when someone hits it, it's going to be big. You would think. Look, he's trying to get Brother Ray's hand to touch it. Even his face, he's trying to shove his face toward it. Boot up on Devon by Hernandez.
Do you think? Oh, you know what? So you think there's going to be like a spark or something?
I mean, that's what I want to happen. Look at Brother Ray's about to touch it. Nope. He bit the arm of Homicide. So in my ideal world, Bob, think about the exploding barbed wire match.
Dude, I was just going to ask you about it.
So when they hit the rope, there was like a...
Yeah.
To me, that's what needs to happen.
No, I'm thinking of the exploding ring.
It's same, yeah. I mean, same idea.
It was the same match. That wasn't the same match, though, right?
Well, if you're thinking of the Omega Mox one, yeah, it is. But
when Kingston like covered the guy.
Yeah, that's the same match. The same match.
That's the same one you're referencing.
Yeah, because when they hit the barbed wire ropes, it was like and it like sparked when they hit them.
Right. Okay. But I'm saying even like the exploding part of the ring, which was like sparklers.
Yeah.
Like it didn't translate well. Like no. It might be something like that.
Right.
So I think I agree with you that it's probably gonna be one. Is Devon busted open? Yes, he is.
He is, but see, you know what sucks about this? Because of these dim lights,
you can't really tell.
You can't really tell. Well, that shot's good, but
yeah, you can see.
But you know what I mean? It almost takes away from the fact that we're going to see blood in this because it's so dark in the arena that.
Yeah.
It might have just been that shot because that overhead shot looked fine.
So by how this match is going on, it's going to be essentially one like cage strike, and probably be over. Otherwise, you would have already used the cage.
You would think, right? But LAX is taking control now. Knee off the top to Devon as Hernandez held him in place. Okay, we got Brother Ray, double team Irish whip. Comes back by a drop.
Devon.
Oh yeah, he's busted pretty
good.
Look at this. He's holding Devon over the rope. He's waiting for Homicide to usually goes on the top rope to do this, but instead he just kicks him in the midsection, turns him around, slams him.
Well, and he wouldn't be able to jump over Hernandez because he might hit the cage.
True. That's not a risk we're willing to take right now. Okay, we're Hernandez and Homicide going to the apron, climbing up to the top, it looks like. Oh, both of them crotch, but from Team 3D who got to their feet. Let's see, Team 3D going for double suplexes from the top. Devon brings Hernandez down. Brother Ray brings Homicide down.
Is Hernandez bleeding too now?
Okay, I was wondering that a minute ago too, but I wasn't sure if it was just Devon's blood on him or not, though.
I'm trying to figure out when he would have got bust it open.
Well, that's the thing with Devon. What did they do to Devon to bust him open? They're not using the cage.
No, I think I saw Hernandez using something on his fist.
Oh, did he have the chain?
It might have. I think it was.
Okay, fine.
That I can allow. Hernandez might. It looks like a fresh puddle. He's got to be busted open.
We need a good look at his head. Devon ducked a clothesline by Homicide, takes him out with one of his own. Yeah, Hernandez is 100% bleeding. Don't you think they should have gimmicked up Earl a little bit? Gave him gloves or something?
Well, why would he need gloves?
What if he accidentally touches the electricity?
Oh,
there's Conan.
Conan's going to touch the electricity and he'll be able to walk again.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, maybe. What? Wait, the person who wheeled Conan down just
Machete?
attacked. No, that guy's bigger than Machete.
Who is that?
They just attacked Andrew Thomas, and he's got the key now, and Conan is slipping on gloves.
Hector Guerrero?
Wait. Hey, you should be helping out LAX.
Wouldn't you want to help out LAX? What are we doing here?
Conan just stood up, and Hector says, no, no, no.
Oh, my God.
And he took the chair.
Hector's turning heel?
No, babyface.
Is he? Well, he's heel with LAX right now. Is he going to fucking hit a guy in a wheelchair with a chair? Conan backing off.
I like the idea of this. Like, we didn't know even where they were seated.
Hector, don't touch the fucking cage.
Okay, so I just want to point out Hector just grabbed the chain that's touching the electrified cage without the gloves on to unlock it.
He's fine.
Give me the fucking table, Brother Ray says to Hector. I don't want the chair.
I want the table. He's not even allowed to say that.
We didn't say Devon, get the tables. He said, Hector, get me the fucking table. So
because he had a workaround.
Yeah. He just hates the way that Conan represents the Latino nation. That's why Hector did this.
Do I dare point out that when they slid the table in, it hit the cage and nothing happened?
That doesn't matter. It's wood. Wood does not get electrified like that.
It wouldn't any kind of friction on it. It wouldn't do anything.
Nope. 3D.
I love when people don't know the move.
It's the back suplex.
Neck breaker
for
combo.
those not listening.
Oh,
The crowd
all the time. 3D. It's like, guys, it's not the move.
Can you do me a favor, Bob? Tweet Vince Russo and say, was it you who came out with Conan at Lockdown 2007?
Oh my God. Just for her to be like, no.
Oh my God.
That was not me.
Were you the wrestler from Madagascar who came out for the... No. Damn it. We were convinced.
Is Earl hurt?
He
was holding his wrist there for a second.
Yeah, he did. Slams down Devon, and Homicide is coming off the top with an elbow. That's a nice elbow. Goes for the cover. See, this match is feeling very much like the Elevation X, right? We're waiting for that spectacle moment to happen. This isn't about the match necessarily. I mean, it is because it's the moment. Wrestle, but it's the moment of the cage. And are we about to get it? Homicide up high in the air, powerbomb form.
Now here's the thing: why wouldn't you just throw him into the cage?
I don't have an answer.
I should tweet that to Brother Ray or Bully Ray. Like, hey man, why didn't you just throw him into the cage? Brother, it's storytelling. You wouldn't get it.
It'll be nice if you did that because he could add you to your block list of people who keep blocking you.
Yeah, that probably would happen. Here's the thing too about him is he always wants like people to
Border
leave their
tossed
count.
Devon into the cage. There it is. Oh, the lights are flickering. And he's bouncing all over.
They made the noise though.
They did make the noise.
They're booing.
Oh, the crowd's so mad.
They're booing.
Ooh.
They're shitting on that.
They waited the last 15 minutes for that to happen.
Bullshit. Because there was no spark or anything.
If there was a spark, they would have been more for it, I think. They have these little like node things up at the top corner areas. If even that part just sparked.
Right.
Fire Russo, they're chanting. Second pay-per-view that they're chanting that. Now the other one, of course, we found out that it wasn't Russo's idea for the record, but regardless. Oh shit, Homicide countered for that fallaway slam. Homicide heard the boring chant. Now he's got a fire lit under him because he's going quick. But countered there. Uh-oh, Brother Ray picks him up. Electric chair position here. One for the Doomsday device.
For a guy that just got electrocuted, he's all right.
I think it only lasts a minute. Remember,
Do you think if you got electrified, you'd be okay?
From 10,000 volts? No. Here, I'm going to Google real quick. Hold on. Let me get my tab up.
Watch them be like, you'd be dead.
Can a human survive 10,000 volts? Okay, while a 10,000 volt shot can be life-threatening, survival is possible, especially if the current amperage is low and the shock duration is short. So, yeah. Okay.
Okay, so I guess he bumped up against it really quick.
And factors can be significantly reduced by factors like wetness or skin damage. And guess what? They're both all sweaty, so maybe that helped. Oh no, sorry, the resistance actually should be worse. So technically, I misread. So technically,
I was gonna say if you're wet, you're
I was like, that didn't make sense when I just said it too, but
yeah.
Okay, so yeah.
Oh, he put gloves on.
Oh, that's funny. See that little thing? That should be shot.
Is he unplugging it?
Oh!
He's touching it.
Now look at so I'm assuming only the metal parts are electrified. Oh my god, Hernandez jumped off the top and went through a table because Devon moved out of the way.
Devon just yelled at Earl to move the table. You're gonna tell an old guy move. First of all, you gotta move Hernandez out of the table.
Also, he knows. It's fucking Earl Hebner. He knows what he's doing.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does.
Earl doesn't know what he's doing.
Bullshit. Head scissor by Homicide on Brother Ray. Ducks to close on by ducks both by Devon. And oh shit. Oh god. Homicide. Oh, that was
they fucked out. They're gonna do the 3D right out of that.
They were gonna catch him in the 3D after he got electrified, and they dropped him until they threw him against the rope and did it, and then that's a 3 count. Team 3D win the NWA titles. Ooh, Bob. Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah,
they broke the St. Louis.
I don't know. Conan's so disappointed.
They fulfilled their legacy, though, so there's that. Well, we're immediately going to the back from that. So Lethal Icon's up next, but Bob, what are you going to rate that one?
I gotta give it I guess I'll just give it a star. I mean, it wasn't good.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't. I'll give it a star and a half because if you didn't do the electricity crap and the botch finish, I would have liked it a little bit better. I almost said 2, but that was so corny.
Yeah, I can't get to 2 stars. I don't know about that.
What's our friend JT think about that one? Is Kurt Angle's talking about how his team doesn't trust him? Oh, it's Jeff Jarrett screws Team Angle.
All right, so this is what JD said. He said this is a case where they would have been better off just doing the cage match. The electrified cage didn't really stop them from doing anything that they wouldn't have normally done, besides have a good match. And the electrocutions were laughable. Devon's sick blade job was lost in the stipulations. He did do a good blade job. He gave it a 2.5.
Okay, well, there you go. So I almost said 2, but yeah, I mean, it was kind of corny. Botch finish, too. Kind of a bummer, but God, please, Lethal Lockdown, save us. If Lethal Lockdown's good, it's an automatic good show for me.
All right. See, I don't know how that works for you. If one match is good, then the whole 3 hours was good.
I liked Gail and Jackie.
I mean, right as it stands right now, the show gets a thumbs down.
Oof. Well, we got one more match left, so you never know.
I'm saying as it stands right now, it's getting a thumbs down.
I'm not preemptively voting.
I'm not either. I'm just saying as it stands right now.
Sounds like you are.
Thumbs down. No, if this main event is Dallas likes to say if it's a banger, then maybe that will change. But I have to watch it first. I've never seen it, so I don't know.
Well, we will find out momentarily. We are 2 hours, 17 minutes, and 45 seconds into the show. Now, as we know, Lethal Lockdown, two people start, one from each team, and then I believe which team has the advantage? I don't remember.
Didn't Joe beat Styles for that?
That's what I thought. I thought it was Team Angle.
Yeah, which is weird. Usually it's the heels.
I think it doesn't matter just because no one on either team trusts their own team.
Right.
I count 5 on my side, and there's 3 on your side.
Well, joke's on you, Christian, because Sting and Jeff Jarrett are here.
I wish they would have ended Impact with, like, the lights go out, and it's like, who's going to be the 5th man? Lights go on, and there's a guitar with a spotlight on it.
Oh, yeah, and then TNA could be like, what does this mean?
What's this mean? Who could it be? Is that who I think
it is?
Is that who we think? And then no, it's Honky Tonk Man.
Right. Don West would be like, J&J, what?
He's got the logo on it.
Yeah. Well, I've seen that before. Tune in this Sunday. Maybe it's what we think it is. And then they do a poll. Who do you guys think is the guitar reference to? Goldberg? Chris Jericho?
Yeah, we do a vote.
Jeff Jarrett? Other?
Actually, we didn't do that on this show, interestingly enough.
Yeah. I'm so confused. Okay, he fucking hit Styles with the guitar. And then Samoa Joe is sitting there going like, he's going to fuck me over. And he just helped you. What are you talking about?
The most dangerous match in TNA, the Lethal Lockdown. It's up next.
We just witnessed an electrified cage.
And as you can tell, it was not very dangerous.
No.
The Keeper of the Cage.
Keeper of the Cage.
True. What? From the great state of Missouri. We have an 8-time NWA champion. Oh, Harley Race is here?
I was going to say, I thought they were just talking about Rudy, and it's not.
They're playing the old like TNA theme.
Wasn't he on the first pay-per-view?
Yeah, I think he was. He's looking aged here.
Yeah, he's walking like a duck. That's usually a bad sign of your hips. Don't touch the cage, Charlie.
All right.
No, we
So-
didn't turn it off.
5-minute period and then 2-minute intervals.
Oh my god, so we got like a half hour,
Oh yeah.
please.
Let the lethal lockdown begin. And actually, that's wrong because the lethal lockdown doesn't begin until they're all in.
Right, they all have to be in the cage. Fucking Jeremy.
It's kind of interesting that they have JB doing the main event. So they have Dave Penzer do every other match. AJ Styles is starting us off for Team Cage.
Right, so like you can't win until everybody's in the match. Which I mean, I get the whole advantage part, but it's like you all have to be in there anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Right. Do you think, this is just a wild thought I was thinking about, this show suffered the undercard because every main event guy is in this match?
Oh yeah, that's what I said before when we were talking. I mean,
Right.
on paper the card is pretty decent, but then you have 10 main event guys.
But I
in
say
the
that,
lineup.
but do you think it also could, is it that all the guys are here? Or is it, they're starting out with Angle and Styles? Holy shit. Is it that, or is it the stipulations?
Well, the blindfold, that's a stipulation problem.
Right. Electrified Steel
Same thing
Cage
with-
was the stipulation.
The what?
I think the Electrified Cage was a stipulation issue too.
Oh, sure.
Or a Team 3D situation, but regardless.
Regardless, yeah, but no, I think that's fair. The stipulations were definitely not.
I think
helpful.
I wonder that is because like the X Division matches we enjoyed.
Yeah.
And like we have people like, I mean, obviously Joe and Styles have kind of gotten themselves out of it a little bit. But oh, Angle's got his custom Cardinals jersey on.
Of course he does. He probably threw that in the trash as soon as the show was over.
But the crowd appreciated that.
Yeah.
All right, Angle and Styles starting us off. Angle's got a nice new blue singlet for this.
I am shocked that it's Kurt Angle starting this.
Well, I kind of look at it like this. He needs to prove to his team that he's willing to go out there and fight for them, so he needs to be the one who starts.
Okay, so what do you think the team order will be coming out? So it's Kurt, right? Okay. Kurt, Rhino.
Yeah. Well,
Joe,
are we going to go
Sting.
back? Are we going to
No,
go?
I'm just going to go from the order of
oh.
the team instead of back and forth.
Okay.
I mean, we
yeah.
could go back and forth, but I feel like that'd be way more
Definitely Rhino.
than Joe, Sting, and then I feel like Jarrett would be last, right?
So do I.
Okay,
So do I.
and then for Styles, I would guess Tomko next. Steiner.
No, I think Abyss.
See, I think Abyss would be potentially last.
No, they're going to save Christian, I think.
Christian would probably be last. I think Abyss would be at least fourth then. I think it would be Steiner. I think Tomko, Steiner, Abyss, Cage.
The problem is, like, on Team Cage, I think those three in the middle are more flexible.
Oh, yeah.
But we have a few minutes here where Just Styles and Kurt Angle will be facing off against each other. I wonder if this match is right.
Where are the weapons?
Bob, they don't come until the cage top comes. Come on.
I thought you said they don't do that.
Yes, I did. No, they do
Where's
that.
the top part? The top
It's above.
part's up there?
Yeah, the top part comes down.
You
They don't
sure?
lower the whole cage. They lower just that.
I don't even see the top part.
It's way up in the top. We have 3 minutes.
Oh wait, I think I just saw a trash can lid.
Yeah. Also, don't forget, whoever gets the final pinfall, the winning fall in this match, gets a shot at Christian Cage's title at Sacrifice.
Right.
It's our May pay-per-view.
So I think conventional wisdom here would be that Sting would probably get that. I don't think we're gonna go Kurt and Cage again.
Oh, his head hit the cage.
Yeah, is he gonna
Angles.
busted?
Look at all the blood on the mat from the last match.
It's all fucking Devon.
We need.
Devon is a low key fucking gusher.
Yeah, he is, dude.
Because with Team Canada, he bled fucking crazy on Impact.
2 minutes remain till the next person goes out. I think we need a Sting versus Cage title match.
I agree.
So I like that idea a lot for Sacrifice. That's a good draw for a main event. Get Sting away from this Abyss crap.
Right.
I'm here for that. Styles choking Angle in the corner.
Like, I don't think Jarrett would be.
Not yet. We're going to wait until Slammiversary. We'll have a King of the Mountain like we do every year.
Jarrett will win.
In Nashville?
I'm bringing the TNA. I'm going to be the flag bearer for TNA. And it'll be Jarrett and Kurt at Bound for Glory. It'll be a whole fucking thing. And then Joe will be like, I told you he's going to fuck us over. And blah, blah, blah. Great. I can't wait. Tito Ortiz will come back. The whole thing.
Jarrett and Tito at Hard Justice.
Yeah.
Okay. And officially, 1 minute remains until the next competitor comes out. Is it going to be Tomko?
No, it's gotta be a big face.
Rhino.
Gotta be Rhino.
Wouldn't
it be hilarious if they ignored that and then it's like a fucking Tomko or Abyss coming out?
That'd be
because
crazy.
in this match, it should be the heels have the advantage.
Right.
That's what it should be. But realistically, if nobody can win till the end anyway, wouldn't you want your last guy to be the freshest?
Yeah.
Right? So like they're kind of maybe have the advantage. When you can finally win, there's a guy that hasn't had any.
That's a good point. Definitely an interesting way to look at it. Olympic Slam. And
10,
get ready.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh. Wait. Wait.
No.
Hold on. I'm going back to the.
Did Joe lose?
He might have lost. Hold on. Let me find the show. Oh, that's Explosion.
Dude, we literally saw.
No, dude. Samoa Joe won. He beat Styles.
Yeah, because fucking Jarrett hit him with the guitar and then he beat him.
What? Although it's interesting, though, that we say this because Styles did come out first.
What the fuck? They had the what?
So we just straight up ignored that.
I can't. Yeah, they did. Did
they switch?
JD note this? Because this is bullshit. Wait. Okay.
Well, Abyss is going after Angle. I'm going into my notes too, from the last show. I can't believe this.
He doesn't mention that they like ignored it. That's dumb. They definitely ignored this because that was the stipulation of that match was like if whoever wins, the team gets the advantage.
Of course,
right?
It's not in my notes. I'm like almost positive, dude.
Come on. We can't be wrong. Here comes Rhino. So I was way off. Abyss coming in second. That was not what I was expecting at all. Okay, so on the 412.
Well, Rhino's going right after Abyss. Nice shoulder block in the corner. I like it when after that 5 minutes because now it's just fast paced. People coming in belly to belly suplex to Abyss. Having some audio issues, it sounds like. Probably from all that electricity going through the building, you know?
Probably.
Going for a choke slam, but Rhino is breaking out of that. Just about a minute. Hold on. 1 minute remains until the next person comes out. Who is it gonna be?
Yeah, I don't know. Even in my written review, I don't have it noted that it was that you would get the advantage. I could have sworn they said that though.
I thought they did too. I swear they did. Are we crazy?
I mean, I think so. I don't know. I don't understand.
I'm trying to do more research. Well, here comes Tomko.
Tomko. Okay, here's a report from April 12th. Yeah, no, we were right. The winner's team gets the lockdown advantage.
You kidding me?
And Samoa Joe won.
Yes, here it is too, yeah.
So it should have been Team Angle that came out for the advantage.
That's wild.
I knew we weren't fucking losing our mind. That is so they just ignored it.
Well, I'm not going to read any of the observer note on the show just in case he calls it out. We'll talk about that on our next episode. But I'm glad to know we are not fucking going crazy because
I can't believe that. The one thing we actually remember is that, and then they fucking don't do it.
Rhino's, I think Rhino's busted. Yes, he is.
He sure is.
There's a nice little puddle there.
He's an ECW wrestler. He's got to be bleeding. Is Styles cut too a little bit or no?
Doesn't appear so on the far shot. Could be something like that. We need a better shot to determine. And of course, lethal lockdown is just like a bunch of guys beating the shit out of each other until the weapons come in, and then they beat out of each other with more.
Yeah, they're just, as Luke Gallows would say, they're just throwing bows with the bros.
Yeah, that's pretty much what's happening.
Pretty much. Just not in a battle royal.
Couple boots and stuff like that. Mostly strikes going on.
Yeah.
But the excitement is who's next? Who's coming out next? And then the match, once the match, it's just like a war games. It's the same thing. Same shit happens.
Yeah, well, the difference a little bit here, too, is like, what can you really do when you have potentially 10 dudes in one ring? You're not going to be able to do a shit ton of moves. If there's 2 rings, maybe.
Here comes Samoa Joe. Big pop for him from the crowd.
God, he's so mad. He is so angry.
We've definitely entered angry Samoa Joe time. He was just a badass for a while. Well, he throws the towel at Tomko and Styles and immediately goes after all members of Team Cage.
If I worked with Samoa Joe and I accidentally ate his lunch out of the fridge, I would be dead.
Yeah, you would.
Like if we had the same sandwich or something, and I was like, "Oh man, I'm sorry," and he'd be like, "No, I'm going to jail."
Have you ever had that happen to you? Someone eat your lunch?
No, I've witnessed other people like get their lunch, like go to the fridge, get their lunch out, and then like their lunch is gone. They're like, "Who the fuck ate my lunch?"
I've had things gone from
because I always just buy my lunch at work. I don't tend to bring.
Oh, okay.
I should, but I don't.
I've had things go missing from my lunch. This is long ago. This isn't a current day situation, but it'd be like, "Where's my cookie that I just bought?"
Wow.
Like that kind of shit, where it's like they're taking the good stuff.
Oh, that thought, like, has never, ever crossed my mind.
Yeah, why would it?
Because
you're normal.
Right.
Muscle Buster on Styles.
I thought the lights. I thought the lights just went out for a minute, but that was just a commercial. The Electrified Cage is fucking with my head.
Oh, here we go. German suplexes by Angle on Tomko. Steiner's next, right?
Oh yeah, it's got to be. It's definitely not Christian. I'm still pissed that they fucking didn't stick to the fucking advantage. That's so annoying. Unless they retroactively disqualified Samoa Joe.
Oh, I did. Now listen, we were talking over the interviews, just because it's just interviews about the Lethal Lockdown, because we're talking about our match ratings. Maybe something was mentioned, maybe, but even that's like, come on.
That would be such a fucking stretch of a thing to do that.
I think they did it and realized like, oh, maybe Jeff Jarrett's going to be popular, and so we should just not listen to what we did.
Right.
Whereas, like, when's the last time Sting wrestled in St. Louis? I'm sure it would have been fine.
The last time he wrestled in St. Louis would have to be WCW. I know. Could have been.
Steiner just did a fucking Frankensteiner off the top to Rhino in 2007.
He definitely just did that.
I'm not calling it a Hurricane Rana. That's a Frankensteiner. The crowd popped big for that, dude. So Steiner knows I'm showing up in St. Louis tonight.
Okay, so right before the Gail Kim Jackie Moore match, Rhino was talking to Kurt, and apparently he said he was upset with Kurt Angle because he kept them all in the dark, and now it's cost them the team advantage in the main event. So they had to have retroactively.
That's too subtle, bro. You can't do that. That's too subtle.
That's the only thing that makes any sense here.
I'm wondering if they did something on the website. Or on the pre-show. It could have even been on the pre-show.
Oh my God. So we missed it.
We did?
Oh, wait, was it on? Wait, hang on a minute.
Well, I'm saying it could have been.
Pre-show. On the pre-show, Kurt Angle's with Jim Cornette. He is changing the result of the match from Thursday because of the JJ run-in. Now Team Cage will have the War Games advantage the way they should. They argue and Angle storms off. So on the pre-show, it is mentioned right before they go on pay-per-view that he reversed the decision.
That's insane.
Wow. That is crazy. But again, the basis of a War Games match is that the heels have the advantage. So it didn't make any sense to begin with.
Right.
But they didn't even directly mention it on commentary. Again, my volume isn't super loud, so maybe they could have. I don't know, but
okay. So there was our answer. Did it on the pre-show. We weren't watching the pre-show.
We don't have the pre-show, yeah. Wow.
Oh boy, we're about to see a huge tower. Oh, Sting's out here, by the way.
Oh, we've gotten to the point now where you're just like, oh, by the way, Sting's here or whatever.
Well, because we were just talking over it, and now he's been here for a couple minutes.
AJ is bleeding. Looks like from the bridge of his nose. Rhino's gushing. Guys in the truck, we gotta see it. Sting, you can't even win the match yet. Don't put the Scorpion on. What does that do? Nothing.
Scorpion, Deathlock.
Yeah, Tomko broke that up, saving Steiner from just pain.
Christian is about to come out. He's next. He's the last member of Team Cage.
The NWA World Champion. Here comes Christian Cage. He's gonna take his sweet time. He ain't in no rush to get in there.
No.
I'm not either. I wouldn't want to go in there.
Title around his waist. He'll get there when he gets there, okay? Oh, up and over. Sting is hyped up, going after Christian. We have one more person in the match. We know it's Jeff Jarrett. And then the lethal lockdown will begin when the cage top comes down with the weapons all over it. Bob is so locked in. He's stunned at what he's witnessing here. 30 seconds remain.
I don't. Again, I don't. Sting, stop trying to win the match. You can't even win.
He's got to lock in the Scorpion sword. He just wants to sit down for a second.
Submit
Let's be
and
real.
surrender, but like you can't even do anything until fucking Jarrett comes out.
Well, he's about to in about 11 seconds. 10, 9, 8,
7,
6, 5. I wonder who it is. It's the wild card. Dang it. Lights out even. Dude's getting a star entrance back here in TNA. The first time we've seen Jarrett since Bound for Glory. His guitar's already broken. Oh, he knew it was, so he dropped it. Don't worry, that was the pyro one. He wasn't going to use that one anyway.
Yo, he didn't get any reaction.
You don't think so?
I turned it up. Nothing.
Oh, I guess I don't know. I thought there was a little something, but
dude, he's doing cleaning house and he's getting there's silent.
It is quiet when he's doing that. Styles go for a kick. Jarrett ducks it, and then the stroke as the cage top is coming down. The lethal lockdown is about to begin. I want to point out, looks like this year there's not a ladder and a table on top.
Yeah, probably for a good reason, for AJ's sake.
Yeah, right. Here we go. The match has officially begun.
Just judging from that absolute lack of reaction, I feel like Jeff Jarrett, especially in the TNA universe, is not a babyface.
Yeah.
He just isn't.
And I think that's fair. Babyface Jeff Jarrett's weird.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely is.
See, and Jarrett probably threw his guitar because I see one hanging. So Jarrett's grabbing a baseball bat. He's giving it to Sting. Look at that trust.
What? He's just
garbage can to Rhino.
He didn't give one to Joe though.
Well, he's going to the other side. Hold on. Oh. He's helping out his friends. He just gave Joe crowbar or something. Oh, nightstick.
So now the
lead pipe for.
Does that prove to Joe that they're like he's got the right intentions or what? Is that what it took?
I think Jarrett's not wrestling. He's just handing out weapons.
I probably, yeah. Well, and then he just hit a bit.
Trash can. Yeah. Oh shit! He's going after Steiner.
Beating the shit out of Steiner with a trash can lid.
Boom, boom. No.
Jarrett's the guy that brought Steiner in here.
Yeah, and they're saying that. They just said on commentary. That has come 180 degrees.
Steiner has not Steiner, Styles has the nightstick. Or now he's got a baseball bat too. Oh, Angle blocks it. He flipped off AJ. Ain't right. German suplex.
Here we go. Angles.
Oh, low blow.
Oh, yeah, okay. You have to survive. And Styles jumping. Is he about to go on top? Okay, well, Styles says, fuck it. I'm going on the top anyway.
He does this every year.
I know he does. He just wants to rest.
Who's going up there with him? Kurt?
No way. Okay,
I like how Kurt did it the smart way and didn't like leap on there. He just crawled up there. AJ fucking leapt over there.
Kurt and Styles up on the top of the lethal lockdown structure.
Mitchell is giving Abyss bags of tacks, it looks like.
Oh my God. 2 bags.
Yeah, 2 of them. AJ and Angle are fighting on top of the cage. And then there's like 2 other platforms on the side. So it's not like a level top.
No. I like how it's designed that you can sneak up like that. I think that's cool.
That's fine. Yeah, that's good.
Harley Race just nailed Jim Mitchell. He's like, come on. Rake of the eyes of Kurt. It looks like Samoa Joe and Tomko are wrestling in one corner.
He dropped that fucking
guitar. Shit. He dropped it. I don't think anyone besides Jarrett should use it anyway. Did Samoa Joe just drop it?
No, oh God, Rhino's he's got him right by the door. Oh!
Holy shit. Oh my God.
Jesus.
Damn, dude. That was good. Stevie, who takes care of him, got hit with the chain. That's what Don West just said. Oh, Styles has a chair and he just nailed Kurt with it. Oh, are those the side platforms you were just talking about? I didn't even see those.
Yeah.
There's like a little one that kind of juts off the side.
Yeah.
Steiner and Rhino now fighting outside of the cage. Steiner's grabbing the NWA title. Here comes Samoa Joe. Suicide dive. Takes out Tomko. Bodies are laid out everywhere. Abyss is going after Sting. Hell froze over when they were partners, and they aren't anymore. By the way, we are at 2 hours, 47 minutes, 59 seconds. And the tacks are getting laid out. Bob, I believe that to be about 10,000 of them.
That seems about right, give or take.
Yeah, give or take a couple. Oh, Jarrett, is he going to hit the stroke? No. Choke slam on Jarrett and Sting into the tacks?
Come on.
Oh, they broke out. Here comes Christian off the top, but no. Tried to use a bat on Jarrett, but he got caught. Jarrett and Sting teaming up against Christian and double choke slam to bareback Christian Cage into the thumbtacks. Nice.
Christian's face.
And he's like spinning around on his ass.
Oh no!
Black hole slam to Jarrett. He hit a couple tacks. He didn't go in the pile though.
On the pile. I wouldn't picture Jeff landing on no tacks.
They're like on the edge, dude.
This feels dangerous.
Oh my God.
Oh!
What? Styles just fell off and took out everyone off the top of the lethal lockdown structure. Oh my God, dude. The middle fingers by Kurt.
Kurt Angle's embracing his Stone Cold Steve Austin there. A lot of middle fingers. I was not expecting AJ to fall off the top of the cage on that. I don't even know what I thought.
I don't either. That was wild, dude. Abyss just grabbed the other bag of, I'm assuming, tacks. We don't know for sure, I guess, but.
With the guitar. Is he going to put something in the guitar?
Wait, he's kind of. Oh, yeah, he's putting him in the guitar.
He somehow missed a substantial amount of tacks.
He got quite a bit in there, though.
Yeah, he got some in there.
This visual is about to be insane, dude.
Now he's acting as if the tacks are a brick, and he can't pick up the fucking guitar.
Well, Sting told Jarrett to get the guitar.
Is he going to hit Sting?
No. Oh, he told him to move. We're good. Oh,
that was a pretty decent tease, though.
Yeah, it was.
Because he could maybe.
Jarrett's telling Sting, get the pin.
Yeah, submit or surrender. What? There's pins in this?
Yeah, remember we said whoever got the pin.
Oh shit! Yeah, the pin.
I think Lethal Lockdown is often pins. And that's it. Sting gets the pin. That means he's fighting Christian Cage at Sacrifice.
Look at Kurt. Kurt's like, what the fuck?
You're on the ceiling, bro. Kurt's pissed though.
You got to know the rules, man. You can't win up there. Jeff is offering his hand. Sting looking at him. Still looking at him. Still looking at him.
We're looking at him.
Sting, he literally just gave you a title shot. Shake his hand.
Samoa Joe's coming up with him now.
If anytime there's an environment where people are pissed, Samoa Joe's going to show up. Because
dude, he's literally there and he's walking back and forth. There's Rhino.
Fucking shake the hand.
Is he going to do it?
Jesus Christ, hug him. Hug him. He's asking the fans. The fans seem like they don't give a fuck. Because in about 6 months, he's probably going to turn on you anyway.
Yeah, he doesn't.
He shook his hand.
And he does it. Shakes the hand of Jeff Jarrett. Wow.
Rhino.
Never saw it today.
How about Joe? Is Joe going to do it?
No. No, he's not.
They cut away from it.
I don't think he's doing it. Oh, he did.
I think he did.
Oh, Samoa Joe stuck his out to Jarrett. And now Angle's coming down. Now, we already know Angle and him are good because...
Kurt's pissed. Oh, wait, Kurt.
Oh.
Kurt wanted the title shot. And Jarrett fucked him.
Interesting. Look, he's trying to talk to him as they're leaving. We are heading off the air.
I bet you Jarrett is like walking up there and he's like, Kurt, you don't understand. I have fucked with Sting for a long time. I had to give him something.
Right.
You know.
Okay, Bob. TNA Entertainment, we are wrestling. We just went off the air. Okay. Well, before we say anything else, rating on Lethal Lockdown. I personally thought that was a lot of fun.
That was a good Lethal Lockdown.
I'm giving it 3.5 stars.
That's fair. I think I'll say that as well. I was almost thinking 4.
Ooh, dude, the spot.
Styles falling off the top, the gore through the fucking thing,
the thumbtacks, like
attacks. I think I'm gonna go 4.
Okay, I really can't knock that. I'm probably being, you know what, 3 3/4. I'm not gonna go too crazy, but I do agree it was pretty solid. Definitely definitely the best match on the show, easily.
I'm trying to avoid quarters. I'll give them 4.
Okay, I think it's fair. What did our friend JT think about that one?
Okay, so his whole comment here is not that it's going to win, quote, angle of the year, end quote, or anything, but this was significantly better than anything on the card. Mm-hmm. It was more subtle and nuanced without falling into, quote, what does this all mean, end quote, cliche. Everyone distrusted Jarrett, but Kurt Angle. But when Jarrett did the right thing, we learned that it was Angle who didn't have the purest motives. Mm-hmm. The match itself was good, but not on the level of War Games from years past. Mostly it was 3 memorable spots and a non-turn. 3.5. That is a fair assessment, but I'm still going to give it 4.
A fair assessment, but yeah. Which then leads us to the ultimate question. We just watched all of Lockdown 2007. What are we giving the show as a whole? Thumbs up, a thumbs down, or thumbs in the middle? Bob's a little more stricter about this than I am, so.
I think I have to start loosening up.
Well, that's kind of why I never stopped.
Yeah, I mean, I think I need to start.
Because to me,
up here, because it's very difficult to be like, no, we're yet. Like it's.
That's what I'm saying. So
to
me,
I'm unhandcuffing myself starting right now with Lockdown.
Oh shit! Starting at Lockdown 2007. Oh my god.
I'm done. Done restricting myself. This gets a thumbs in the middle.
I agree. I think this is a thumbs in the middle show.
This is a definition of a thumbs in the middle show.
Yes.
It's not bad. It's not good. It's in the middle.
It's really. Okay. We had some matches that were a lot of fun, and we had some real shit ones.
Yeah.
This was a very balanced card in that regard.
Yep.
No, I totally agree. This is definitely in the middle for me. The X Division matches and Lethal Lockdown and the ladies cage match, I really enjoyed. Everything else, I didn't really enjoy that much. And I think that's where it's like, well, it's definitely not a good show necessarily, but I don't think it's a bad show. I don't feel like I just wasted 3 hours. It flew by for me as well. I don't think it dragged at all.
Well, I think it flew by for me because it's literally something I've never watched.
It helps.
So it's brand new to me, which is crazy. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't. Again, there was some shit. Like the Blindfold is not great.
Yeah, I hate to say that.
That was pretty rough.
Yeah.
But I mean, Lethal Lockdown was pretty good. I mean, he is right. It's really essentially 3 big spots and then the non-turn. But
I mean, yeah.
Comparatively to anything else on the show, it stands out.
But then non-turn was really good. And what he wrote about the Kurt Angle thing, it's the fact that none of the team touched a Jarrett, and in turn, it ended up kind of being Angle.
Right.
That's good, dude. That was really well done, I thought. I believe that we are probably, this is a wild guess, going to get Angle Jarrett at Sacrifice.
Oh, okay.
And if not that, we'll get a tag match with some of these guys. But to me, that's an Angle Jarrett match. Sting, Christian, where we got to do a rematch. Unless we save the rematch between Storm and Harris for Slammiversary in Nashville. Not a bad idea either.
No, that'd be good.
If it was me, I'd save that. But
sure. I mean, you could just do at Sacrifice, you could do like Harris and Gail against Storm and Jackie.
Which I think is totally fitting and makes sense.
Right. And then you can do a bigger blow off at Slammiversary.
That's what I would do.
That
personally.
would make sense. Yeah.
Well, this was a fun show. Well, not totally fun show, but it ended fun at least. At least you didn't end on a stinker. So to me, that's already a
right.
win.
No, that's a huge thing. I mean, if that match was even like a 3-star, 2.5 stars, probably more like but it was so much stronger than anything else on the show that you're actually left with a positive feeling.
Yep. And there's no way the fans didn't feel good after that one. Like going there, right. They had a couple stinkers that you knew they were upset and they told you. And then they ended, and I think they probably went home happy after that one, which is good.
Yeah. No, I agree. Okay, so that wraps up the Lockdown. Our next pay-per-view is literally almost exactly a month away. It's on May 13th. And that show is actually going to be back in the Impact Zone. We're not traveling anywhere for that one. So it'll be interesting to check it out there. The already, I guess, presumed main event here is that Christian Cage is going to be defending the NWA World Championship against Sting. That is already a pretty high profile match, one that I'm certainly interested in. I mean, this dates back to August of 2006 when Christian turned on Sting, and we have not gotten a singles pay-per-view match between them. It looks like we're going to be getting it here in May of 2007. That is what we call long-term storytelling.
That's right.
So that'll be fun. All right, you got anything else before we march towards our next Impact?
No, I don't think I do. I hope that everyone enjoyed watching along with Lockdown with us. If you don't already, follow us on our social pages, specifically at Cross the Line TNA over on our Twitter page. But we're on Facebook at TNA Cross the Line Pod and Instagram as well. And you can go to TNACrossline.com to find all of our social pages in one place and all sorts of stuff. So that's it.
There you go. All right. Join us next week as we head to Impact and we start our journey towards Sacrifice. So until then, for Dallas Gridley, I am Bob Colling Jr., and this has been the TNA Across the Line podcast.